What happened last time?
We did some stuff. We investigated the scroll, and we were ultimately like, let's not gamble on the scroll plan shift because we don't like that. Ash and Arai went to go investigate talk to the temple of the Raven Queen, while everyone else went to go get bounty hunting license. Owen, golden boy that he is, immediately passed the vibe check, and they're like, all right, here's your thing. Titus and Nier were immediately told no, and then sat there in silence for about 20 seconds, not knowing what to do, having been told no. But eventually they managed to get their licenses as well, so now they're all certified. And we got some more plot hooks for some bounties involving younger dragon stealing cows in the farming district. They wanted us to go deal with that. Set by the noble there, who we found the picture of in the apartment. So we were like, ooh, that's a little weird. Ash and Arai went to the Raven Queen's temple. Got let into a secret staircase room, and where Arai got to have a Zoom meeting with the Valkyrie of the Raven Queen, who they are under direct orders from. So that's two people with Valkyrie missions. And they were basically told, hey, there's some undead doing shit in the Waste District, and there's this guy, I don't remember where the location was given, but you need to go perform his final rites. He kind of needs it. And Arai was like, got it, boss. Put it on the list. And as we were leaving, Ash was given a lollipop that, and I quote, tastes like the last time you hugged your dad. That was fucked up. But really funny. So that was a little goofy. Everyone went their separate ways for the evening. Arai got visited in the night by their masked friend, who's scary in the dream. And they now have a note that says 10 days and nothing else. Who knows what's gonna happen? Ash got visited by the same individual and got a vision of the end times. That was a little concerning. Yeah, there you go. And then we met up the next morning at the tavern, and we decided on what to do, and we decided to go after the Harridan bounty. And we went and staked out a bar after asking around a bit. We staked out a guy do illegal fireworks transaction and stole his receipt, so now we can go get illegal fireworks at some point. But we ultimately didn't find the guy there, but we got a tip that maybe he's in a local stable, so we went to go investigate the stable. And while we were there, we ran into this shady individual in a stable. He was like, hey, I need some help over here, and I'll come talk to you. And Owen, not seeing any issues with it, is like, yeah, I'll go do that. And so he walked in and exploded. The whole stable went kablooey.
And then we cut to black.
Yeah, then we cut to black. But also it's worth noting his inspiration or his role, I don't know if it'll change anything. It's like a 13 and not a 9 or an 8.
Yeah, I don't know how inspiration worked.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't aware how it works for our campaign. He was using it like Baldur's Gate rules.
Add it to whatever your normal roll is on any roll.
Okay. So I think I rolled a 5, and then I rolled a d20, got a 6, so it might have been like an 11 total. But I can also just beef it, because that's kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
No, you're good. As soon as you see what I described last time, the click of the explosion, Owen, it kicks in of just like, maybe this isn't the nicest of people, as supposedly this is supposed to be Eli Harrington, not related to Mannings. He is as he was leaning over and fixing something on his horse, and he's like, oh, I just need some help, and you're like, oh, I love, and you could tell something was off with the horse, you could tell something was off with the situation itself, the vibes are off, and you dive out of the way. You get nicked. I'll give you 5 points of fire damage as it explodes outwards. Everybody else was on edge. They were all waiting around as the literal top of the stable gets blown off, and the wood starts slamming down onto the ground as rain is coming down at this point, as it is now evening, right? Something like that.
Yes.
We agreed on 6 because Drew correctly got me on times instead of me time traveling like I enjoy to do from time to time. It's exactly what I want it to be. No, it's not real.
Yeah. Time traveling forward, it should be clarified,
Yes.
not backwards.
Not
We're
allowed.
not allowed to go backwards
We're not allowed
here.
to go backwards. Nope.
Never backwards.
Never
no
backwards.
dragons either in this game. No, seriously.
Definitely not.
Damn.
We can't go backwards.
Sometimes you can go sideways though through time, which is just the same, just in like 5 feet to the left. But you know.
You slam into the now mud of the ground. You get a taste of that earthy grass, dirt in there as it covers into your body. The rest of you, you hear the explosion go off and your hearts jump a beat. You get that smell of sulfur inside the air or gunpowder as the thing there's no guns, fuck. But black powder, explosive powder, whatever the fuck you want. You know that
blows
smell
up
as it's into the air, and the fire is still going, but the raindrops are slowly causing the fire to dip in and out. There's no sign of the NPC that was with you. Do you remember? Did I ever give you a name for him or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
It's just a guy working here.
Did just a random guy you talked to was Nico?
He just works here, man.
At the White Inn? What was the last NPC?
I think Nico ran the inn.
Yeah.
He ran the inn. Okay, let me just make a note of that then.
Yeah. He was the bartender, run the inn. You know,
Okay, okay, that was underneath it, but I thought Nico might have been a different one for some dumbass reason. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. You guys are in the second row of stables away from the road. The owner of this facility that was talking to you guys is nowhere to be found. What did your group want to do?
I know I had kept myself and Theric back a little bit.
Yes.
I'm just gonna do a quick scan around. Like, it doesn't seem like an ambush is being set up. Like, is there anybody approaching us?
Perception check, please.
While he's doing that, Owen is going to get up and run into the stable to make sure that the horses inside are fine.
Okay. The one that's on fire, no horses in there. The ones on the sides, there are. So as you go in there, you're able to just take, like, you probably have a knife on you or whatnot, and just cut them loose, and the horses run out as they are panicking at that moment. Like, once you're the classic, like, ringing of your ears, the grayness, the Call of Duty video game effect of, as the fog of war is hitting you, you get up and just immediately by instinct go to free the animals. They begin sprinting out and away into the night. There's no rolls needed. You can easily. There's no one obstructing.
Theric recognizes like what's happened. We fell into a trap. He sees Arise looking out for if anyone comes. Mm-hmm. He sees Owen is taking care of the horses. He's going to look for evidence to both point him in who actually did this and exonerate the group.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for some evidence.
I got a natural 1 for 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. I got a 16 for 17.
Okay. I'd say, the explosion has shifted your mask a little bit, and you're in complete defense mode. You're in training nonstop, and you swear to God you start seeing things on the edges of your vision. You begin to take your weapons out, ready for a fight, and should Reed have restraint? This is up to the group. Do you want me to have restraint, or do you want to get derailed?
High or low, Reed?
High or low. Let's do it as we used to. High or low.
Yeah, high or low, man.
All right. So who wants to call it? High or low? I'll roll.
I'll say
high is no restraint.
High is no restraint.
Okay,
Here we go.
10 or more. I don't have the other cam set up. Can I?
Okay, with the way we do it, we just had a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, 50-50 shot.
That's why I called it that way.
Yeah.
All right, so you said high. You wanted high, 10 to 20.
So yeah, 11 to 20 is high.
Okay, so
yeah,
we're gonna get crazy. We're gonna get crazy. Yeah, I'm so on brand. It's always that's a
Nat 1. Oh.
Fine.
Ha
We'll continue.
I know you're rolling, Locke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing. God, why? Why? Statistically, at this point, it should be different. It should be evening out over 5 to 7 years. There shouldn't be-
Statistical wonder.
This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Yeah. So you're certain, and then I would say you even like maybe use some sort of ability that you have that you don't normally use. Or that isn't not that you normally use, but that is not a usable resource. And you like whether you fire something, throw something that you can retrieve at what you perceive to be an ambush happening, it isn't. And it's nothing but just the blast wave causing the trees to move, some of the bushes and such like that. But for
Always.
a good couple minutes, you are certain you're being ambushed, which you're not.
Always to crossbow bolt. I'll take a pot shot at nothing.
Yep. Ah!
Nice.
We're done for. Okay. Investigation
What's it
check.
there? 17.
You're investigating, but you're by Ori at this point.
I'm still by Ori.
Yeah. So as you begin to look around, I'd say because of how high you rolled, you notice that there are drag marks in the ground leading to the back of where the explosion happened. Clearly, very recently, something was dragged to that stall where the explosion went off. These are marks that are very recent and are being eroded away by the rain right now.
Theric will just like take out like a tarp or a bedroll he has in his back and just like cover them so they don't get rained on.
Yeah. You do that.
Ash was also going to try to investigate the actual stall because he was up there with Owen.
The magical fire is still burning. You want to do anything about that if anybody wants.
Can you make like an Arcana check to know how to put out magical fire, or is it just fire, like normal
It's just
fire?
At this point.
Okay.
It's really strong
we're in-
fire, so the rain is it's light rain, so it's not going to be able to put it out at the moment.
I mean, we're in stables, right? There should be like troughs for the horses to drink water. Can we just get some of that water and use it to put out the fire?
That's a good idea. It's a big fire though, so but you're a big boy. So how do you want to do this with there's many troughs and there
Are there buckets by chance? I feel like there should be.
Yeah, there must
just
be.
the classic, take a bucket of water, put it on the fire, rinse, repeat. Hope it doesn't get worse.
See,
And I
that's
can
the
help.
thing though. I'm pretty sure that doesn't help reduce fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? There's no.
That's
I've
why
been
they don't
lied
do
to
that
in
anymore.
medium my whole life.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the whole like suffocate the oxygen. But if you only
Well,
do
there's
little
that,
water,
but-
it feeds the fire. No, someone correct me here. Oh no.
Well,
it's
you're
firefighter.
right with the suffocated, but like if it's big, like I doubt we have something big enough to suffocate.
Well, according to Pokemon, water beats fire.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, Drew.
The inscrutable laws of the universe. Pokemon.
I just heard a Pokemon. I didn't hear the rest of that suggestion. What the fuck was that?
Water beats fire. I don't know what the problem is here.
Yeah. According to Pokemon, water beats fire. Therefore, it should be fine.
I'll shift my mask back into place, kind
Yes.
of get my orientation, and I'll call out, use the mud.
He said it. Use that's mud. Wait,
Okay.
what? Mud?
What?
It's
actually-
you can use
you can bury
it's wet mud all along the ground. You could use that to snuff the
Oh,
fire.
yes. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Then that will be attempted.
Yeah.
I'll attempt with that.
I just looked it up. Water does by like cooling and smothering it. You don't do it on grease fire because it
Yeah.
will spread the grease.
Yeah, that was what I always thought it was. It was just not grease fire.
But is this a grease fire?
So let's do a mix of that then. Thank you for looking that
Alright.
up because I wanted someone to do that. So like it's helping as you're putting water out, but you're only getting little locations of it because it's a big fire. It's an explosion has happened. But with the mix now of you going over getting troughs, literally picking up troughs and your lean and giantness, as there's still some horses in the other ones that aren't affected by this because there's rows of these stables, like lines and lines of them as they go down. Some are just sitting there, and then you take their trough, they're like, being a horse. Like, don't do that. That's mine.
I'll be right back. I gotta go take that
And
meat out of the
you're
smoker.
pouring that on. You guys are getting your hands in the mud. You feel the softness of the ground as you're throwing it in, and you get that like backdraft a little bit as you can feel like the CO2 for a second as you start to cough and have to get away from it. This smell of burning wood ends up filling out through the air. The tapping of the raindrops around you guys. You can hear it going off the top of the stables that are still there. Nowhere in sight, though, are any of the owners, oddly enough. Nobody seems to be stirring. Nobody's coming. There's a loud explosion and there's a fire in the local stables. This strikes the group as odd. This doesn't make sense that normally, from what you've even experienced either in your hometowns or even in Clovis while you've lived here, if something like this happened, the fire brigade would be here, wizards or mages would be here. It's like all of a sudden you guys are in the middle of nowhere.
I'm gonna break because it's not just like the stables itself. There's like a little like building. Where
Yes, there is right next to it because that's where the business is run.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna break in there, crossbow out, and just be like, "Where is anybody?"
Go ahead as you go to break in. The doors are locked, so you can try to lockpick, or you can just start breaking some windows or breaking door downs, or whatever you so choose as your method of breaking and entering.
I'm just gonna break down the window. I think that'll be faster.
Yeah, okay. So you go up and just, you don't gotta do shit for that, and clear all that away. And then you climb your way in. Except you do it a cool way. You probably like jump up ninja squat style and through. And you find yourself.
He's allowed to go through the window?
What?
I wasn't allowed to go through the window earlier.
That's right.
All right. Just has his hands up. He's doing the roll. I mean.
Anybody inside? I do have dark vision.
No. Nobody's inside. With the good old dark vision, what you do notice is there is a snuffed out smoke trail that you see leading off from some stuff on the counter. The place looks like your typical office where you would have came in there. There's a checkout, there's register. It seems like all the money's been cleared out for the day. All the coins been locked up in a safe that's somewhere throughout this place. Stuff is what you would imagine an office would be, where you rent, buy out horses. Kind of think about U-Haul, but horses for us modern folks, where you would go in there, where you would have different accessories and stuff you could buy that you could place onto the horses in case you didn't have them yourself, or and so forth, and other stuff that you could get in there. But the smoke is what draws your attention immediately inside here, but it's very thin, like a candle was just snuffed.
Yeah. I'm gonna like do a little loop around the inside of the building, just like looking behind, like is anybody hiding from me, kind of thing, before I end my trail by the smoke.
I'm going to say passive perception and investigation. No problem. There's nobody hiding in here. Whoever was here hightailed it out of here. You can see there was quite a rush. Things have been disturbed inside here. There clearly was at some point, a normal night going fine, and then books got knocked over. You can see there was a rush for things. Muddy prints came in here. Those floors aren't cleaned up anymore from, he probably had his boots on, went outside, came back in. And when you go over to the thing that is smoking, it's a mostly burnt message. You see that he did a shit job at trying to burn whatever was given to him, but the majority of it is burned, but there's only a couple words left on it that is show them is what's left on there. The other stuff has been burnt away, but you still have the full piece of paper. So
Yeah,
maybe there's
I'm
something
gonna-
else you could do with that.
I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna just like wrap it in just like a little handkerchief kind of thing and stuff that away.
What's the rest of the group doing?
If we put out the fire, Ash wants to
Yeah.
investigate the
Yes.
stable.
Yep, fire's out.
Alright.
After about 15
Alright.
minutes, the fire's out. The breaking and entering has happened. Theric has covered the drag marks in the mud.
Well, I don't think it's illegal to have something explode if you didn't set it up, so in the clear for that. He does not know Harai is breaking and entering on the other end.
Yeah.
He's
Other
not
half of the
breaking
building.
it. He's not
He's-
breaking and entering. He's looking for victims.
We don't know he's doing that at all. We've been putting out the fire. So he wants to do kind of a double look around the stable because he knows he's pretty sure there was an illusion at some point with the fact that it looped right before it exploded. So he wants to just look for like evidence. Is it like maybe a magical effect that caused it to explode? Is it something maybe artifice? Like trying to get a gauge for what
Yeah, go ahead and give me an
they
investigation.
went about for this.
Yeah, and I was wondering if I could just give a healing word to Owen.
Absolutely.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, damn good roll. Okay, investigation.
Owen gets 6 health, but I think he only lost 5, so.
Yeah, cool. You're back. You're back. Your burns begin to fade on your leg, and you feel good as new, and you're like, God damn, magic's wonderful.
Damn, magic's cool.
Thank you.
26 on that investigation. Like,
Oh,
fuck,
terrific.
19.
Now that you've had time to process the moment, put out the fire, and now you're investigating the stall, you can even see some of the stuff that is left over. You can see the magic mouth that was enchanted and then broke inside here that was repeating the audio. You find the artifice inside here that set up this equivalent of a fireball bead explosion. There is, inside this area, you can see that also dragged inside here was the mechanism to let it go off, some sort of artifice to trigger it as soon as something needed to happen, which was, with a 26, I'll say, it had to be a triggered switch. So somebody triggered it. It wasn't just the Owen coming up. Someone had a switch to press to set this off. From your deduction about the way this engineering worked on this artifice that wasn't completely destroyed, unfortunately for them, because this explosion's supposed to destroy it, but it didn't burn away all the metal. It was built well enough for that. So probably its intention isn't for this sort of deception, but it was being repurposed in this moment to try and cause this explosion.
Do the drag marks like line up with where it is, or
Absolutely.
is that okay?
Absolutely.
I wanted to just make sure we were connecting those two together.
Absolutely.
So kind of with that, Ash wants to see if we can kind of follow, because we know the drag marks are coming to here, seemingly.
Yeah.
So some of it's going to be gone by now, but he's going to see if he can follow the trail of following these tracks back to where they've seemed to have dragged it from to here. Because if it just leads to like the street, then maybe they got it off a cart or something. But if it leads to like something else, might be worth, he thinks, investigating to follow that, see where it goes.
Sure. Give me an investigation check. The plane got stuck. It can't get stuck. Ship, what is happening today?
All right, investigation 2.
Sorry about that. I'm now permanently back.
Okay.
23. That's a 15. I think that was cocked. I'm not gonna
There
say
is
that.
something
Yeah,
there
okay.
wants to do.
11.
Well.
So that's a 19. 19 on that.
Okay. I'll be there in a second. Chip is dying.
You're good.
No.
I'm really.
Really
not-
sounds like you're yelling at a producer off screen.
Who was that? God, who did I used to watch? Oh, it was Dr. Disrespect who used to yell at Alex, who doesn't
Yeah.
exist. Yeah, so that's me yelling at Chip. Chip! What do I pay you for? Ah! I gotta get my Lambo. Oh,
There
you're
we go.
ruining my production. Oh.
Once Ash does this thing, I have something Theric would like to do.
All right, anyway, Ash is, you probably missed everything. So.
Sorry.
They've done a ton of stuff since you've been gone. Ash, as you follow the tracks now from what you've explored inside the stall, you figured out the explosion, the mechanism that happened, follow the drag marks. They cover what was Theric was covering and understood what it, that they connected together. And it does lead, in fact, to the road, but you can still see that the cart was heavy enough from carrying this and maybe other things in the back of it that you can see the tracks from the cart, on the most recent cart anyway. And it looks like it continued on its way down the road, but it came from down in the city and from where you guys came. The exact road in which you guys came down earlier, it seems to, the wagon came from, at least started there and then continued on.
And you said there was a mechanism. Are there any pieces of that mechanism?
Yeah,
Yes.
so Ash already got that. It didn't burn all the way to the metal. He found out it was magic mouth as well that was causing the illusion to also happen. So there was illusionary mechanism, there was magic mouth with the audio of the mechanism, and then the fireball bead that basically made it explode, but it had a switch that had to be triggered. And so somebody triggered the switch.
Theric is going to use his finder's goggles.
Yeah.
So as an action, I can use the goggles to examine an object to identify the aura of the last creature that touched it. I make an insight check against a DC of 13 plus the number of days since the last contact occurred.
Okay.
On a success, I learn the creature's type and can immediately use the goggles to cast locate creature to find them.
It's so cool. It's all coming together.
Terrific.
The build.
That's good. Yeah, excited.
I'm guessing this one is a reasonable DC compared to the last time you tried.
That's why when you're like, they did a
Yes,
ton of
that's
stuff.
what
I'm
I'm
like,
saying.
yeah, but I think I have an ace in the hole for this.
So go
Yeah,
ahead and
Dave.
roll. It's been like 15
20
minutes.
minutes? Yeah.
I rolled really good. That's 26.
Sure.
DC 13 versus
It's a human.
DC 73.
Human, and so now I can cast locate creature, which I believe has a range of like 1,000 feet.
Yeah. You. That might
Next
be more
year.
than 1,000 feet then.
No, you sense the direction of the creature's location as long as the creature is within the 1,000 feet.
I'll give you the directions. Back towards town.
Okay. Theric will kind of reason him and be like, I know which direction the culprit is in. Follow me. And I will lead the group in the direction that it takes me.
What a wonderful thing that's so lore friendly for you as a bounty hunter. Very happy.
And also, locate creature lasts an hour. So
It
as
does.
long as we're walking, eventually, if we get within 1,000 feet, it should ping.
Yes.
That, like,
That-
oh, we're
that's,
there.
That's what I was banking on.
Yeah.
Anybody else before you guys want to leave this area, the stables?
This is such a good magic item.
I as they're like leaving the stable, I like crawl out of the window. I'm like, wait, what's guy? Wait. Did I catch
Oh,
up?
shit. Where did you go?
Did you find anything?
He was
Yeah,
still throwing mud.
I found something that could probably be analyzed not in the rain.
Okay. Here, put it.
A little note, and I hold up like a little balled up handkerchief.
Now, what you see is a
Oh,
note that's
all
been mostly burned, but he did a shit job at burning the whole thing. And the
Ooh.
last letters are show them.
Yeah.
That didn't get burned.
Just like a very quick like peek, and then keep it
Yeah.
closed so it doesn't get
Prevent
rained
the
on.
rain, yeah.
Does any Ash, do you have the mending cantrip?
No, but if you give me like 8 hours, I could.
Okay, we will
Not
keep this
currently.
for tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Reed. I'm sorry. What do you want out of me, boss?
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, he saved my ass. That's great.
Watch him be
Having those
watch it be like a
goggles.
watch it be like a flyer to like a talent show. Like, hey, come show them your talent.
Not only do the goggles let me do that, it also gives me just an extra D4 on insight checks.
Really?
It's so
insane.
good,
That's such a good bounty hunter item. That's so good.
right?
What'd you say, Drew?
Can you stack that with guidance? Am I quiet?
Probably.
Yeah, you were. You're also sounding like a little echoey and stuff. I'm not sure you're on your right microphone either.
Mhm.
I was
Sounds
having trouble
like
hearing
this normal
you,
mic.
so I'm glad you asked.
Is that better at all? No, it's not. If I just boost this.
Towards town.
All right, how'd you guys get towards town? Eventually.
Before we go,
Yeah.
I just want to specify as like flavor. It does
Yeah.
not impact
Yeah.
anything. Owen's just making sure all the animals are fine.
Yes.
The
Yes.
investigation is out of its territory, so he's just making sure all the animals are good.
I'd
Fair
say
enough.
you even see Owen there, just like taking some carrots and feeding them as well. It's like it's cool, and everything. The two that like you had to free, now that the fire's been put out, they have just fucked up. They are gone.
They're gone.
Will they return? You can bet I'm going to bring them back at some point. When? I don't know.
They
What
they
will-
show up during the fucking level 17 like
Yeah,
cavalcade.
So I would say some notable
You saved
stuff.
our lives.
One was a completely black stallion, and the other one, it had white wisps in its mane of white hair breaking up its brown. So
I'm gonna bring
that's
this
how
back
we'll
up in, like,
identify
18
them
months.
If I ever choose to bring them back.
We'll be sitting there for the final boss fight, and there'll be a phase where the boss like starts like trying to get away, and we're like, if only we had a way to catch up with them. And then you hear 2 horses trot up behind you, we're like, holy shit!
I have something even more cringe. It's the end of the campaign. You guys are about to die, and all of a sudden the horse comes up, and you guys are like, "What the fuck? Why is the horse here?" And all of a sudden it transforms. And it's a champion of some god, just like, you freed me. I owe you this. All these years, no one's shown me kindness.
Why have you been hanging out in this stable for years? Don't worry about it.
I am the horse god. Yeah, no, I'm all right, actually. I don't need your help.
I thought we said no to human horse hybrids.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He goes into like a human horse hybrid, Bo Jackman horseman thing. And then just like, get on my back. And you're like, why did you, what? It's the only way my champion powers work. We can die. That's fine.
This is
hop onto my shoulders, please.
I feel like you're crossing a lot of boundaries right now, actually.
It has to be like that, the cow from Baldur's Gate 3 that just sits there. It's like, hey man, shut up. No, stop. I have a good thing going here.
Channel. True. So. Yeah,
yeah, I think Drew sounds fine on my end.
Okay,
he sounds
good.
normal.
It just might be echoey to me or something like that. It's fine. It's fine. Not like echo, but like reverberation in the room. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. No one cares.
All right.
Your new dog is mimicking everything you say, word for word.
Yeah.
Right under you.
Okay. Well, we're following the creature.
Yeah. So, as soon as you get within 1,000 feet, you get the sense that it's right back at the tavern. The individual's back at the tavern.
This time, I'm just gonna walk right in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. I'm Titus Theric.
But I am gonna pull aside half the group. I'm gonna be like, because there was that back entrance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say half of us go in the front entrance, half of us go in the back.
Sure.
Cut off his ways of escape.
Right. Then I'll go to the back.
Okay.
Then.
As you guys split up, as soon as you...
I'll go to the back as well.
Okay. As you come in, Theric, you get the sense of the location of the individual is down about 50, 60 feet. Below where you're standing.
Oh. Okay.
The place is still normal. No one knows that anything's upset or not. There's no sign of Nico. The individual in the trench coat is still there with the illusion. Still chilling.
I'm going to look for a way to go downstairs.
Make a investigation.
Investigation or perception?
I guess perception.
Okay.
You're right. Go perception.
Ash was gonna go with the group to the back of the.
12.
Doesn't
Not
appear
great.
to be any basement.
He's underground. Is Nico still behind the bar?
No, he is not behind the bar. Just normal barmaids and stuff.
Okay.
And barmen. People are still just carrying on like normal, like nothing's going on, nothing's happening.
Okay.
They're just far enough away where the explosion. They might have just assumed it's something.
Some illegal fireworks.
Guy shifts a little bit.
Should we tell the guards about the explosion?
Yes, we probably should. Otherwise, we might get suspected of it.
Okay.
We need to figure out a way how to get... Either we need to figure out a way to get into the basement of this tavern, or we need to draw this individual out. Any suggestions from anybody?
I mean, 60 feet is really far down for a basement. Like,
could there be some sort of like outside cellar door?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When we were staking out, was there a cellar at all, or no?
I say as you guys go and look around the backs and everything, there does not appear to be any cellar door. It's stonework. It's like, to your mind, like, how could you even dig down below and have anything down here? That doesn't make sense for the way this house has been, or the bar has been established and created, the foundation of it. There shouldn't be anything underneath it.
Is there a sewer system under the waste district?
There is, of course.
So they're probably just in the sewers.
we know that the undead is in the sewer as well. That was just so we know there is sewers because there was the undead scene there.
would we be able to find a sewer entrance near to the tavern?
Yeah, absolutely. That's easy enough to find just a circular drain, a sewer cap.
Manhole.
Manhole cover, yet.
What the hell is that called?
Do we want to go down, or do we want to stake out the tavern a little longer?
If we've got a ping on him, might as well just
Go down.
Let's go down.
That would be the most easy
Down
thing
it?
for you guys to do. It's fucking
We're gonna stick it. We're doing it.
We're doing it again.
It has to
Yeah.
work! It has to work! I don't care. As soon as we left, shit happened. We're back!
Eventually,
He brought us
will
back!
you just give it to us? Or will you just make it stake it out forever?
And locate person just watches the person just get further and further and further and further as we're sticking it out.
Yeah.
It's working. He's coming out of hiding.
Oh. Okay. You guys flip the sewer drain cover and begin going down. You are inside the sewers. I should change the music.
And as we're going down, does it feel like we're going down like 50 or 60 feet? Like, does that seem reasonable, or are we stopping at like 20 feet down?
20 feet down, baby.
Alright, you mentioned the undead activity in these sewers, right?
You see, I slice the side of my arm against my crossbow, and my crossbow.
Jesus
just,
Christ, man! I just asked you a question.
Simple yes or no.
Nobody asked
I-
us anything.
my crossbow ignites with radiant white light
Get down, he's gonna shoot him.
and shines like a torch down here, and I say yes.
D20 inspiration to Nick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank God. Thanks for being a real person inside this fantasy world.
Jesus Christ!
Alright said nothing and was just like, they were like, you said there's zombies down here, right? And Alright was like,
Oh my god, it's just so
As
brutal
I-
and hardcore, but it's classic magic shit. We're just like, I just do my magical thing, and sometimes I just have a person being like, ah! Ah! What are you doing?
I think the funniest is the fact that it was Jesus Christ, because like it's so obscene, it just makes you break canon immediately. What?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, Jesus isn't canon?
Yeah, it's one thing. It's one thing to see that and go
That's
like Coralon above. It's other to pray to a god that
No,
doesn't
I don't.
exist. It's like what?
Whoa, what the hell is that? Oh, I don't
What
know,
the fuck?
being came to
I-
mind.
I do activate my Right of the Dawn.
Okay,
Oh, that's good.
so glowy
Okay.
stuff.
So my crossbow shines like with bright light out to 20 feet like a torch does, and I do radiant damage when I attack.
Okay.
And I have resistance to necrotic.
You find
You're
a
just gonna
sewer
cast
system
light?
that you're immediately hit with the awful stink. It smells like feces. It smells like sewer. It is enough to make you nauseous. The walls are a bit slimy, but stonework is here. It's clearly there is upkeep, and they do keep it in pretty decent condition. But you are inside the sewers. It's probably before a cleaning has happened. There is normal maintenance that goes through, and this is probably closer to the dirtiest, in which you guys will experience this sewer type area. Very much like any sewer system, it is much like a maze, but not a labyrinth. So it does have a system to it in which you guys could, that normal workers have to be able to navigate to get in and out. But at night, could be a little disorienting, even with some light. If you're not used to the layout, could take a little time to get your handle on the sewer systems in the waste district.
I will lead the way because the fumes don't affect me.
Nice.
Eric will take up the back.
Okay.
You could see as soon as we got down here, Ash immediately like started doing a little bit of an incantation to cast Dancing Lights, and then the bright light goes off. He's like, "Oh," he kind of just kicks the tail. He's like, "Okay."
Eric will still like give directions to Ash to try and get closer to the individual, the target.
Target acquired.
You guys begin directing around, and you basically do a loop that gets you a little closer to underneath the building. but you can see he's still 40 feet below where you guys currently are in the sewers.
Oh, did he get down
Well,
so
you're
far?
not. He's not directly below you anymore either.
Yeah.
So now it's like where you guys would be lined up. The tavern is like up to your right or left, whatever, wherever you're oriented at the moment. And it looks like he's directly below that tavern, another 40 feet from where you currently are.
Could there be some sort of secret passageway down here?
Ash was gonna see if we could do investigation check to look for anything like that, or maybe like an
Please,
access
go ahead and
thing.
make
Guidance!
Go ahead and make him.
Yay! Guidance, I love that. Oh, I'm fucking gonna need it. Let's see here. What do I get for the guidance? That's a 3. Okay.
I don't know if guidance.
15. I rolled a 2.
1 second.
Jesus, what's your plus to investigation?
Well, it was 2 plus. Oh no, 13. You're right. Did the math wrong.
I was like, do you have a plus 10?
8. No, it's 8 plus 3 plus 2. So that's 13. So even worse.
I have to check something first. And then we'll get to you. Don't worry.
That's concerning.
Zion, Scorn, Stat Block.
Yeah, where?
Ragnorum. Becca
Ragnorum
Sequel
2,
ages.
the sequel.
No, there's a mini Ragnorum. They're like collectible trophies that you can get.
Ragnorum
Hell
2,
yeah.
Rags to Riches.
Okay, I would like that. That'd be cute. All right, you convinced me.
Every campaign, you have to amass the Ragnorum trophy collection, where it's just like the Doom collectible mini guys you can find in those campaigns.
Mhm. That, or do the like bobbleheads from Fallout, or
Yeah.
the Raccoon City stuff from RE or Resident Evil
Mhm.
remake collection. All that approved.
No, Ragnorum has hid little trophies of himself throughout the world, and once you find them all, you can fight him.
That would be awesome. All right,
That would
you sold.
that'd be real.
All right, Reed's like, all right, next campaign. Next session, I'm adding in all the.
Yeah. The heralds are just sitting there. It's like he supposedly did this before we killed him, but like we haven't been able to find them all, so we can't
I don't-
prove that he's done it.
Ellie's just like, I don't know how he fit down here. Like he was huge.
Yeah, like supposedly, yeah. According to everything we've read and what he left, if you find all of them, he comes back to fight. But we haven't found them, so we can't prove that he did it. But
Yeah, in campaign 1, like that was literally a plot point. He's too big, and he was like breaking and tunneling down after them in the city in Pank. So yeah, no,
There's one hidden inside Tullius's armor. Like, oh, it feels like there's like something stuck in there, but I can't fish it
I'll
out.
never grab it.
you go to find Tullius's corpse in like his final resting place, not to
Yep.
like steal anything important, but just to take the Ragnorum trophy out of his
Break it.
chest.
It's got like a little. It's got to have a bobblehead sound to let you know because it's a video game. It's got to have that cue.
Yeah.
You got to go to the.
There's
highest
another
point
one
in the
in Adium's
world, the
arm,
lowest
you
point
know.
in the world, the strongest boss. Oh, I know. It's at the bottom of the delve. So yeah, no, you guys remember
Damn it.
The delve is where side quests go to die.
Ah, God, I love that place. I got to do more of that again. All right. I'm good.
Delves-
I found
delves-
it.
The whole, yeah, the investigation.
What was your
Set
investigation?
13.
13. Not good news for you, Bucko.
I know. I rolled a 2.
It's
Suck.
a
The sewer's
sewer,
gross.
dude. What are you doing
It's
touching the gross
gross.
walls? You're getting the poopy on your hands. The water goes, and then sometimes it splashes up. You got the feces. Yuck. Yeah, no, you can't discern anything. God damn it, right.
Nope. Maybe there's something down here, but I don't want to touch the walls to find out.
Do I sound better now?
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, fixed it. All right.
Could have been crisper or something, whatever.
I think that might have been because there have been times when other people were talking and his voice just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Discord.
I had Discord looping back to Discord. So
Ah. That'll do it.
That makes sense.
I'll do it.
Wow, see,
Alright.
we weren't pulling your leg.
You seem to be at a bit of an impasse.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out a bit of oil and I'm gonna pull out my lantern of revealing and try to see if it's magically concealed. I'm gonna see if I can reveal.
This is the fucking like CSI Manhunter campaign.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous combo, which is fantastic. I love this for your group. Now, if you guys can't get past stuff, that's on you. There is no
We can't open the door?
door, unfortunately.
Okay.
He was going to
feel like
cast
there's-
detect magic.
Wait, just for fun though, like, what else does that lantern do?
So it reads as invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they are within the lantern's bright light.
Okay, so like you swing that around, and like real quick you can see an invisible like rat monster that just like as it's in the middle of like trying to eat a rat, and it's like and just runs away down. You guys are like, what the fuck?
He's
is
the
that?
giant rat that makes all of the rules.
Shut up.
But yeah, no.
Splinter?
Yeah, so that was definitely that was unsettling, and maybe that'll lead to something in the future. But you did see a giant invisible rat eating more rats.
Oh God. Okay.
That's very concerning. That is insanely concerning.
That doesn't seem
How
like
many-
a
how-
throwaway line.
like invisible rats. Those things can get big, man.
The
I mean,
invisible
it's as
cannibal
big as a
rat
human.
monster.
Like, so think about like less than a horse size, but human size. Like Master Splinter was spot on. Master Splinter sized rat right there.
That's fucked. That's really fucked up.
Cannibal rat monster. Final boss of the campaign.
For some reason, the Leonins just like, oh! Everybody's scared of giant human-sized rats. All right, this guy's taking
Okay.
down all sorts.
Rats are
of them, but that's
disgusting,
why.
man.
So it's not
Do
magic?
do we want to? Well, there's no magical concealment for whatever
I don't want
this.
to touch the wall.
If there is a secondary escape.
It'd be just practically hidden.
Yeah, and Nier
I-
wants to cast detect magic as we're kind of walking through here. See if there's any,
Sure.
you know.
We're just doing circles around the.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you guys are
Walkway.
going through. There's nothing magical that you're able to find inside here. We do have with your detect magic traces of whatever that rat thinks. God damn it! I'm gonna get you guys on a whole side quest. On the rat's feet, like it's slowly fading away, but the invisibility and the trail he left behind, it is dripping with magic. So he very much is gone at this moment. But you know, you could follow that trail further if you wanted to completely derail what you're doing right now.
Already adding it to the current objectives.
Crack weapon.
Okay, so it's probably, as they said, physically concealed. I don't want to touch the walls.
I'll touch it. I'll get my hands dirty. Owen has a
It's
plus
It's
0
less
to
that you can't touch
investigation.
The walls as you couldn't figure it out, but yes, you
Okay.
can use that as your excuse, like you use it. But yes,
It
go
was
ahead,
a
Owen. You
two.
want to investigate?
Yeah, why not? Owen is out of his element here.
Yeah.
He rolled a flat 10.
Okay, you do no better than Ash. You're going
Yep.
around, but you don't care about getting your hands dirty, but it's just a wall. You guys kind of seem a little crazy, the rest of the group. You keep trying to find, not really though, because they want you to find stuff, but like, it's basically you guys are just like, patting a wall. It's a good wall. It's a good wall. Like that wall, I bet there's something in this
Oh,
wall.
there's a stud in that wall. You could hang a painting on that.
There's gotta be. Is it hollow here? Not yet. Could be. So,
Do we want to try back around? Try to use our authority to get into whatever might be hidden.
we mo- Yeah, it might be better
what
to just try.
authority? Just a bunch of bozos walking into a tavern demanding they let us into their secret
lied.
basement.
Our stature.
We lie.
Bounty hunter.
You can do a lot if you just lie very confident.
I mean, you're not wrong. Just I'm making sure
We
we're on the
need-
same page.
We
Well,
need
we
a
don't-
hard
we don't
hat,
even need to
a
lie.
hyper fast, and a clipboard, and you can get in anywhere.
We don't even need to lie. We just
Yeah,
need to go in there, say we have a bounty for an individual that is beneath this place, and if not, I mean, he's a wanted individual. We can always just go back and get the guards if they don't let us in.
How deep is
Okay.
the sewer water?
We could just sneak it.
like 2.5 feet.
Okay. Not dive in and swim 40 feet.
Yeah.
to this guy. Got it.
Owen's gonna dive in and just like hit his head, and it's over. You're
Are we
playing
walking
character
through
already.
sewer water?
Sword or something. And I like you find you have like a stick or something on you, and you're just like dipping it a little bit. You're like,
Nah.
Is there like walkways, or are we walking through the sewer water?
you're on the walkways. No.
Okay,
we're not
good.
barbarians.
Okay, because I'm like, if we're walking through this, Nier is like 3 feet tall. So he's just like,
We're all just like,
terrible idea.
we're all discussing what we're gonna do, and Near's just like,
Just drowning in feces.
I
This
love
group
D&D.
sucks. Bounty hunting's lame.
Ash
I don't want
really
to do
wants
this
give
anymore.
one final- if we're leaving, Ash wants to give one final look over if he can,
All
or
right, DC
not
goes up.
if it's a natural. Okay,
ahead, roll.
he'll
Guidance!
give it a shot. Come on, give me a better roll than a 2, man. That's substantially better. Give me that guidance.
much
20
worse.
plus.
And a
20
4.
plus.
That's a. Okay, so I rolled an 11 plus 8 is 19 plus 4 is 23.
You feel like you would have gotten it if you didn't keep fucking up.
Fuck!
Because we had other
God
people
damn
investigate
it.
it too. It went up twice because we had 2 failures.
My bad.
Damn it!
You feel like you're close. Must have been some mechanism that you wake up in the middle of the night being like, ah! That's what it was.
It's
We're
right
gonna have to now.
here.
But no, you can't just keep trying.
I swear, there's something here. I know there's something. I just
You're
can't.
confident. You're certain.
I know there's at least something.
Let me give it a go.
Okay.
No, there's no way you'll figure it out.
DC 30.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
Adam, you.
No, I think we just go up and we
Yeah,
interrogate
let's
whoever's
go do
running the
your-
bar.
Let's do your. Let's do that. Let's not worth it anymore.
As we're like
What if we
leaving.
stake out the sewers?
What if we track down the Rat Man and ask them for witness testimony?
If you track down the rat man, he grants you 1 boon, and we're like, all right, take us into the
Just
secret
give us the
sewer room.
guy. You can have anything you want, just fucking the guy. I want the guy.
You guys can definitely tell as we're heading towards the exit, Ash is pouting a little. He's really fucking. He's mad.
As we're
Not
leaving, though,
happy.
Theric is gonna like saddle up next to Neo and be like, all right, are you familiar with the good cop, bad cop routine?
Yeah, it's been used on me a lot.
Okay, you're gonna be the good cop, I'm gonna be the bad cop, okay?
Maybe
Okay.
the good cop, man.
Don't push me in.
Before we
If you're,
go
like, next
into
to
the
it.
tavern,
I mean this with the greatest respect. Your area of expertise is not social.
Wow. Wow. How dare you?
Yeah.
Dare you say that
Son
to
of a
someone with
bitch.
7 charisma? How dare you?
but before we go and talk to people, we
yeah,
should
Ash.
not be stinky.
Do you have
Yes.
a way to clean us a little bit magically by chance?
In 8 hours, I would.
Oh my
still
god.
don't currently.
Trash wizard
What
being
cantrips do you
trash.
have?
Shocking grass message, mage hand, dancing lights, and shield touch. I did not anticipate we were doing a stakeout today.
I'm here to fight.
Yeah, I anticipated us doing something else. I don't
Well,
know.
that's just poor foresight on your part.
I agree.
Oh, it's-
We could just rinse off with a hose, or those big horse drinking things. We can just take a little bath.
No, I
Like
know.
No,
No.
there will be some sort of bathhouse. Let's just go.
Yeah, it's the Weiss district. There are places that you'll have to pay. We'll call it a copper per person to get clean.
A cop.
Done. Ash will do that immediately.
I would like to
Yeah.
negotiate.
I got
There is.
I got
no
a weird
negotiating
thought.
for
It
a cop.
physically cannot get lower, Drew. That's like someone being like, it costs a penny, and you're like,
Ash,
well, can we
I
go
want them to
lower?
pay me.
What's that?
Ash will pay 6 copper for everyone. Just
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay, I'm taking my.
everyone.
Because remember, this is the working class people, so this is something that is granted to them, but by dignity and respect. The noble that represents them, everybody has a right to be clean. And
Guys, we are so fucking stupid. This is fantastic. I want you to know. This is great. I love this.
Good.
But yes, I he'll pay. So everyone's clean, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Wash
thanks.
our leggings off.
Ryan foresaw that, so good job.
Mhm.
You've avoided. I want you to know you were very right. You were super right. I had a whole thing lined up already just to prevent you guys, and congratulations. Very good.
All right.
I want you to
Let's
feel fucking
go.
rewarded.
You guys can lead this You know what you're doing. I'm just here for this one.
All right. What are you guys doing now? You guys re-enter the tavern. Trenchcoat has moved to a different booth.
Near, you
Otherwise,
ready?
The place has rotated for most of the people. Nico is not on the scene. The bar is now, we're late into the night. I'm calling it 1 a.m.
Who is working
The individual
Nico
is
can't be
still
seen?
downstairs, right? It's still
Which one?
the one that I locate creatured.
Oh, yeah, he's still 60 feet below where you guys are.
Cool.
Titus would probably position himself like in order to like block the back entrance. Not like block it, but be there in case somebody tries to like get out.
Sure.
Ash will wait out the front entrance.
All right, Nia. Good cup, bad cup. Let's go.
Ash will just get tackled. When he tries to book it.
I just when they go to engage the bartender, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try to sneak past him into the employee area, the kitcheny area.
Yeah.
Got it. What?
Go ahead and make a.
Is this your thing, man?
Listen, I can't stealth.
Yeah, I'm happy he can.
It's another campaign where Nick still can't stealth.
I can stealth, but I'm
shit.
gonna choose not to after last campaign. You know, we're just not going to go down that route.
You chose
again.
not to last campaign as well.
That's a 16.
You guys go up to the bartender that's on right now, and as you guys walk up to it, you don't notice at all as Ori just walked right back into the back. Neither is the bartender, perfectly distracted. You go into the back area, you can see the employee's place. It's typical what you would see in a tavern. It's the kitchen, money, and people are going back and forth. Nobody's really paying attention to you right now. You know how to be moving in stride, and you can see there are multiple back rooms through, like you would have to go through the kitchen to go find where some of the administrative offices might be, or so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move around like I'm just like moving food and
Sure.
stuff, and
I'd say even,
basically
like-
use that as an excuse to search for any hidden trapdoors or.
Yeah,
things.
I say you pick up like a sack of flour or a sack of rice, and you're just moving it back and go into the back area. People pay you no attention, and you begin peeking into the rooms. You can see many of them are locked because it's late at night at this point. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception or investigation?
Investigation.
That's a 12.
Even guidance you.
I'm gonna say that's enough, given the circumstances of like how you got into this area already. So it should be easier in the sense that as you are looking around and understanding the layout, it starts to come around to you that there's like basically a pillar in the center of this that doesn't make any sense as you're looking at the rooms of the building, and it goes all the way from the kitchen up. Who knows how many floors? But this might be an elevator. As you like tap it a little bit, it sounds hollow. You're like, what's up?
Is it the size of like an elevator or like a dumbwaiter?
Kind of like a dummy waiter.
I will try to like get my way to one of the doorways to like signal the others to head back here.
You signal them as besides, well, Ash would be able to see it, Owen would be able to see it, Nier would be able to see it. Well, I guess Nier and
Eric.
Eric are in conversation with the bartender. So what are you guys asking the bartender? Jump to them.
Neil will walk up and be like, "Hey, excuse me,
Yeah.
we're here on official bounty guild or
Bounty Hunter Guild.
yeah, the Bounty Hunter Guild business. We have reason to believe that there's a wanted person, for some reason below here. Is there anything, 60 feet below this this facility? Any way to get down?
No, we don't have a basement or anything like that. 60 feet, so
Oh,
high. That's deeper than the sewers.
Yeah, we checked out the sewer first, so
Okay.
we cleaned off before coming back in. Don't worry.
Oh, thanks. No, that is policy.
yeah, we don't-
as he points over to like the side of the wall. There's a policy about cleaning off.
And can you just roll insight just
Yeah.
Just to make sure that she feels like she's on the up and up. 17.
Yeah. There's no deception. Straightforward. Looks like somebody that wants to cooperate with any authorities or guild work. This person doesn't care. They're just doing it.
Can we just kind of take a look around, see if there's, any, you know how it is with kind of some of these older buildings, secret passageways, especially things like that. We just want to, we have magical location of him, and he's directly below. He is like directly below, right?
Okay.
That's like.
I just have to check with my boss if you're allowed to do that. Do you have a warrant at all for the search?
I'll just take out the bounty poster.
Yeah.
And I'll say, this is the individual we're tracking.
Okay.
We do not have a warrant at the moment, but I could always go to the guards and bring one back.
That might be necessary. I know, because we do get a lot of this here. We can't be like stopping every time a bounty comes in here to search and seizure, and we've also had issues with bounty hunters in the Bastille. So,
would Ferric know if he could get a warrant through the guild? Like he could just be like, "Hey, I need a warrant. Can you guys help me with the guards?"
No, this is not.
Damn it!
No, this is remember bureaucracy, city bureaucracy. No, he can't.
I know.
You little bastard.
It'll be like, well, look, we're not trying to make you stop any operations or anything. We don't want to get in the way. We'll be out of the way. We're just checking around. We're not obviously, we came right up to you. We're not causing a ruckus. We're just trying to we're trying to keep it quiet as well. We don't want to alarm any of the patrons. We don't want to cause a panic. We're just trying to.
I appreciate you guys being reasonable on the up and up. I've dealt with a lot of rough characters. I just have to by policy. I gotta go check with my boss. So I'll be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're willing to talk with him as well if you want to. So.
He goes in the back past Ori.
I'm just kind of like.
Maybe 2 or 3 minutes pass. He comes back. Past Ori again. At the front desk, he looks at you. He's like, I can't. My boss seems to be out at the moment. So, I mean, guys, give me a persuasion check.
I will guidance for this one. As I just pat near on the back. Us two short kings. We're standing on the stools. We're not sitting on them.
Yeah, there's gonna be a point in the campaign where Near grows to that 5 feet and then Theric is the smallest.
21.
No, I appreciate you guys, and since my boss is not here, it's on him. Go ahead and take a look around. Please don't disturb any of the guests or anything like that. But yeah, I'll just give a heads up to some of the chefs back there. You just taking a quick look, but
thank you. We appreciate
5 minutes, guys. Don't.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we just.
Theric will put 3 gold in the tip jar or whatever.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. All right. You guys.
And then we'll go back and
not be bothered by the people for about 5 minutes.
Cool.
I go back there. We're looking around, and then Ori just poke us on the back.
I'm just kind of like, guys, and I just kind of point to. Does it have an opening, like a dumbwaiter opening?
Not on this level, which is very weird because it's a fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
Ash will
be like, well, there's multiple floors upstairs. We could try to see where this is upstairs. We do have a bit of time, search around in here, but we might be able to check around upstairs and just let them know that we have, permission to kind of look around. If they need to, they can go to the bartender.
I can go poke around, I guess. Ash will go upstairs.
All right.
We'll go
Ash,
see if we can
go up to which one? Second floor or third floor?
Let's go to the.
And Nia will explain that the second floor, the third floor had the arm wrestling competition and stuff like that. And the second floor, I think, was just rooms.
Yeah, we'll go to the second floor.
Rooms, yeah.
I think we'll go to the second floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Second floor is rooms at the moment. As you go to investigate the, go ahead and fuck. As you get to this, you can there's walls stopping you from where that would appear. So the hallway for the rooms and everything, there doesn't appear to be any connection to that dummy waiter.
So there's a wall where I would have to continue to go to where this thing would be.
but it's
He's gonna
real wall.
knock
It's
on
not
the wall.
illusionary. So
He's gonna knock
maybe
on
a little
it.
hollow. Yeah.
Little hollow.
Damage the property.
Is it similar to in the kitchen where it's like a pillar around, or is it just like there's
No, it
not any
stops.
rooms
You
above
just
the
can't
kitchen?
even see it. It's not like in the kitchen where there's a little tell. There's no tell in the second.
Okay. So he wants to go up to the third floor, just double check that floor as well. See
Sure.
if there's
As you go up
something
to the
similar
third
where there's
floor, you can
a
see
wall.
the arm wrestling contest is done, and now there's cards, and there's people just laid out everywhere, drunk out of their mind, and that the elf woman is still laughing, drinking excessively, and she has so much gold around her right now at this point. She is taking everyone to the cleaners at this point, and there is like 2 or 3 people in their underwear right now being like, "Come on, baby! Come on! Daddy's gonna get it all back!" And that's the absolute delight of that elf over there. Okay, so up here, where on the third floor, there is a door that looks like leads to like lavatories up here.
He'll step back there.
Okay, so you open through that, and then there's 2. There's a woman's room and a men's room.
Which one does it seem like it would be like maybe in the middle of the two?
Yes, it does.
Relative?
And it seems like there's another door, and you tap on it, it's hollow.
Okay. He'll see if he can go through the door, unless it's locked.
Oh, no, the 2 doors are like on the side, and straight ahead of you is the hollow part where it should be.
Okay.
So it's like
Okay.
Any seams
He
or
wants to
anything that he
kind
could
of-
see?
Chip,
Well,
I'm gonna stab you.
What he wants to do is he wants to go into like the men's room and just kind of tap along the wall because he knows the front is hollow, and
Yeah.
he kind of just wants to keep tapping along the wall to see if there's a point where it stops being hollow.
Yes, you find it.
Okay.
Basically, past the first stall is hollow, and
Okay.
then it's no longer hollow.
Okay, so it seems like it's just this cube that's still hollow all the way up, seemingly, and
Mhm.
it stops. He's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna go back outside. He's gonna see if he can make investigation check for maybe a way if there's something here that maybe
It's a
opens something.
chimney.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't know. He's gonna be. Yeah, he'll try to investigate there a little bit more
Make an
thoroughly, not
investigation
just
check.
knocking. Come on,
I assume at this
lady.
point, like Neo and them are coming up too.
Yeah,
Okay,
because you guys
A
aren't gonna find
19.
anything. What was that?
19.
19. Yeah, you know something's up, so DC goes down. Okay, so as you were investigating this area, I'm gonna say you begin to notice some marks on the ground that don't make sense. That must be like some of the sliding that's going on. You also notice in the bathroom in the meds room, there's some of that same mud that you remember back from the farm. That's in here. Well, not the stables, rather. You follow that over into that area, and you find a loose tile that you push. Inside there is a small lever. And as you click that lever, the door opens a little bit. That the wall itself slides and releases what you can then see is a very tight elevator that you can now slide through one at a time, and only one person at a time, or a near in a Derek could fit in. Yeah, I don't know why I can't get Derek for some reason today.
Ash is he pulls out like the green thread again and just kind of points it kind of downwards because he's assuming there's people still below him. He's gonna send a message to Arai, or no, we'll send it to Theric. Yeah, there's a secret elevator in the top floor men's restroom. If you guys want to come up here, it's pretty cool. Really small.
I was just like in the middle of trying to pick lock the the owner's room.
Yeah.
Nope, that
like,
wouldn't be necessary. All right.
Oh, okay. Then I'll put stuff away.
Derek will bring the troop back out to the front. And goes, you're clean.
Wonderful.
No, nothing shady going on.
Thanks. You have a great night now.
And then Derek will go upstairs.
Yes, and now remember the wall that opened was the initial one between the men and women's room. So when they come up, they already see it cracked as you are out of the men's room now looking at the door. So the entire group is now together by the secret entrance that you guys have found. Only fits one.
Okay. So realistically, think it's gonna have to be because they might not be happy when someone they don't know comes into that room.
Yes.
Thinking it might need to be you two, just because 2 is better than 1 in that scenario. Pointing at Near and Fair,
How
because they're small.
how far down does the elevator shaft look?
Impossible. That's
Okay.
not one of those things. Like it's
Yeah.
so tight you can't look down and see how far.
But we can assume, given we know the ping's 60 feet below the building, and this
Which
seems
is
to
now
go.
80 feet.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
80, 85 now.
Yeah, 80 feet. Well, 60 when you're on the first floor.
Yeah,
And
so
then we
we're on the
have
third floor.
proven this
I
thing
can
seems
make
to go up
that.
every floor. and now
Which,
we're
by
just
the
like,
way, when you guys when you guys get up to the floor, you do hear another guy go like "No!" and collapse as the elf take another pile of money from the second to last remaining guy.
Near and I can take the elevator, and then does anybody have any rope? Because I have 50 feet, so if we tie them together, you guys can take the rope down.
I should have 50 feet.
And so we can tie those together, 100 feet of rope. So we have a way. So that way we don't have to keep sending the elevator up and down.
yeah, but then when you get to the bottom, the elevator is in the
That's true,
floor
yeah.
line. You can't get
That's
into
true.
the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like a Dark Souls elevator where it's only the floor.
Yeah. No.
No, that's not
Okay.
how elevators work.
All right. Then Theric and Near, are you okay with this? You're muted.
They're muted or something.
Oh my god, he's lost the ability to speak.
Oh no!
All right,
Silent
guys.
spell. We're under attack.
Is it the elevator is like at the level? It's not like an open shaft and then it's at the bottom or something. Like it's we're going into an elevator, or are we going into an elevator shaft?
Into an elevator. It is
Okay.
like almost perfectly inclined. It is as tight a clearance as you can possibly get for a functioning elevator. And elevator is loose, like dummy waiter is close.
So yeah, then Near will also. I'm assuming Cecil can fit since he's tiny as well. And climb in with Theric as well, and
Okay.
kind of be like, looking at Ash is like, kind of keep in contact. We'll let you know what we see.
Will do, or I'll try it.
So is Cecil always present, or do you have to summon him?
He's not always present. No,
He's a
I
familiar,
can
so yeah,
dismiss, and he's a familiar, so I can dismiss.
Okay,
and
that's
bring
what
him
I
back
thought.
and stuff.
So Theric and Near squeeze into this elevator and it
Yeah.
starts to go down, and there's a long bit of silence, and then Theric is like, either your breath stinks or Cecil's breath stinks, and I'm not sure who's it is.
He literally
That's not
takes something
Cecil's
off
breath.
your person, Theric, and eats it.
That was just a piece of chainmail. That was just metal.
He's like holding on to Near. I love you.
So is
Those
this
are the
is
first
this
audible words I've heard him
No, he
say.
doesn't say that. Don't worry. You just get the sense. He doesn't verbally say that.
I remember
Is this
that.
normal bounty hunting work where we find secret elevators and is this usual, or another day at the office or not?
How
He's just trying to make small
usual
talk.
is this, Reed, for Theric's line of work?
This isn't too
Scale of like 1 to 10.
like a 6 to 7 on the unusual scale. Like this, I've had similar things, but we're getting into the unusual territory.
This is
Especially
definitely
this part right now that feels like we're going into a Resident Evil boss fight. Something seems a little off.
This is one of the more unusual jobs. It's not the most unusual job. That's probably the. I was in a village once. I forget which village it was, but that was a chef
I grew up in a
serial
village.
killer who just killed people who didn't like his food, and it was very weird.
I mean,
Gourmet.
we're all our own worst critics, so he probably knew. Then we arrive at the bottom.
Yeah.
As you guys, it opens the like little barrier that it has, the classic type of like elevator there, and it's pitch black in this room. And you guys, it's off the ground, so you guys like had to climb up into this, and then you'd have to climb back down. Either you have dark.
I know. Yeah, I have dark vision. Does Nier have dark vision? All right,
Cecil
Theric
does.
will cast
Okay.
light on his shield.
Okay.
be
It
safe.
illuminates the area, and you can see there is a tripwire on the ground to
Okay.
alert in case anybody makes any movements down here that's not supposed to be. You notice that,
I'm
and
going-
you notice there's like another door after this. Your pinging is like 5 feet away. Opposite side of the door is the person.
Okay. Theric is going to like shush, like make like the quiet noise. Step over the tripwire very carefully. Write a note that says, "There's another door. He's on the other side. There's a tripwire right after the elevator, and he's gonna put it on the elevator floor and send it back up, so we can try and get some more people before we head in."
So against the door, over the tripwire, is Cecil, Near, and Theric.
Yep.
It goes back up. The group just sees this note return on the elevator.
Ash
Okay.
picks it up and reads it.
Mhm.
All right, who's next? You will convey the. There is a tripwire, like right down there, so be
I
very
will
careful.
go next.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think
You're
Ori just for
going
the
next.
disarming.
Yep. Ori goes next. As he's going down, he gets a weird feeling of like, what if that invisible rat was with me right now? But he's not, thankfully. As he takes the
Rat's
note now for a second.
How many people can fit in the space before the door?
Comes down, you find your comrades against the door waiting. As you have your dark vision, you clearly see the wire as you're looking for it.
I'm gonna step over the wire.
Yep.
I'll send the elevator back up, and I'm gonna see if I can, if it's a mechanism I might be able to disarm.
You can. It's very basic.
Okay.
The stuff
I
is
will attempt
mechanical.
to.
This is also low-level stuff.
Disarm.
You guys were just unfortunate. Like, detect magic. It's like these complicated
Yeah.
people. You're in the wrong district.
What is the skill just to disarm traps and stuff? Sleight of hand? Is it?
It's
You-
dex,
you-
isn't it tinkering tools or disarm. You have a disarm kit plus
It's
your
so with
modifier.
tools, it's usually
Thieves.
an associated ability with it, plus minus your proficiency if you have that. Added to a d20. So like if
Okay,
I
so you could like be like, oh, I've like if you can, like
If-
I
so
have
if it-
thieves' tools or something. Like you
Yeah.
can justify
Well,
it. Okay.
presumably I would ask, would this be a dexterity check with my thieves tools?
Yes.
Okay.
But if
So
it was
it'd
something
be-
like
it'd
where
be
it was like in an
it'd be
old
dex
temple.
plus your proficiency, and that's it.
Dex plus proficiency
Yeah.
for my
Yeah, I added thieves' tools onto my skills list, so I can just hit there rather than.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but, like,
that is a 19.
Yeah, easily disarmed. This is not a complicated trap. It's your basic type of security system that is used in modest hands.
Yeah.
the
You
elevator
gives
comes
him a
back
thumbs
up.
up.
All right, who wants to go on?
I shall go.
All right, you've made the
Can-
choice.
Is there? Can we just say that like we patiently wait and get everybody down here, or is there a reason we should still clarify going down one at a time?
I mean, it might be. Oh wait.
Reed, that's a devious smile on your face.
That's a devious look.
That's
High or
that's
low,
a
Nick?
ah damn
I'm
it!
gonna say
You had to poke the bear, Nick.
I'm gonna say low for the thing I want.
Oh shoot, my
So you want nothing to happen if it's low?
Yeah, I want us to be able to just kind of get everyone
Everyone's
down
fine,
here,
So you're lucky. All right.
right on the edge.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled, but this entire time was buying me time if I was going to do something. Every time someone went down, I'm like, I should do something. I won't. You guys get down. Everybody get
While Ash and Owen are sitting up there, they're waiting for the elevator to come back up. Ash will just go, how messed up would it be if they're all just dead down there? Like, we have no way of knowing, right?
I don't really like that thought.
You know what? I agree. Let's just hope this works.
And Ash is then like, oh, and you go first.
yeah, you're up. I can take up the rear. It's fine.
Everyone just slowly getting murdered down there. They come down to stab, and then they're like, send it back up. Guy comes down. Hey guys, what's going? Send it back up.
This is the easiest XP farm we've ever built.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're walking into a Minecraft XP farm.
Okay.
Wow.
But yeah, I guess we all get down there.
The chip is not working today. That sucks.
That sucks.
It's having constant issues. Track got stuck. What does that mean? The other one had an aired out. Chip's having a bad day. Chip, you're not fired because I need you and I have no choice, unlike the rest of the workforce in America that just fires people and they're like,
Damn.
guess we'll get somebody else to do all the work. Sure about that? Sure about that. But I'm not thrilled that you're taking the day off, Chip. Okay. Everyone down
So we
there.
got-
The door's there.
Yep,
A
we're in
lit
the
up
hall.
shield, a fucking beacon of a crossbow. We got plenty of light down here.
Yeah, it's light as can be. What you can hear, Theric, on the other side of the door is snoring.
We are a walking flashbang.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. Open the door. Kick
I'm
it
gonna
down.
dismiss the light on my shield, so it's
Yeah,
not
wait.
quite as bad.
Okay.
Do we want to sneak someone in there, or do we want to just kind of bust down the door and take them?
I like sneaking. Sneaking's fun.
I also would
Not-
prefer sneaking.
I'm not
All
good
right,
at
Titus.
sneaking, so
Okay.
I don't know how sneaky Titus is, but also it's very tight in here, and Neo's at the door, so Neo tried to like stealthily open the door.
Yeah.
He probably didn't notice the snoring, but if someone's like whispers, is like so he'll try to like open the door, but also kind of keep an eye out, like so slowly that if it starts to push up against another tripwire,
Yeah.
something that's going to push back against without just slamming it open.
Yeah, absolutely. Door's locked, so
He will try to
Nice.
unlock it with these tools.
you got it.
That's why. Yeah.
15,
Yeah, you unlock the door.
and then he'll try to open it stealthily. 19.
Yeah, you open the door stealthily, and as the light from the crossbow pierces into the room, the individual is still sleeping. You see there's a single cot. This seems like a emergency hideout place, basically, to stow somebody for a night. There is not much to the room besides just like blankets, a bed that's built into the wall type of deal, like it just some straws laid out on a wood platform. There is a little table there. Candle's been extinguished. His clothes, like the boots, are down. His clothes from the outside are stored there, but he is in like his undergarments, sleeping at the moment. It is the guy.
And is
from
it
the stable.
okay, it is the guy from the stable. Okay.
Is that Eli Harridan?
No.
Just shouts it.
No.
Neil look back and to like Ori or something, and just kind of again with the limited telepathy, and just like show like a knot or like handcuffs or something. Like it's something he can't do. I don't think he'd be like quick enough to grapple the person even asleep. He's just a little guy. And that's kind of like he'll kind of step off to the side and let
Sure.
somebody else kind of come in that be able to do something a
As
little
the
bit more.
7'9" Leonin sneaks in here, cracks his arms, breaks them as he puts them in cuffs.
You were supposed to be the good cop.
No, he's the other cop. Not good, not bad. Oh, bad at both.
This
honestly.
hasn't done shit. This whole campaign has been very quiet spoken. The first sign of aggression, it is
Yeah.
horrific. And then the group's like,
I
"Are you the
remove his
baddies?"
arms from their sockets.
Oh, God.
Good.
I think his neck.
I could do something pretty fucked up though. I could try to scare the shit out of him.
No.
No.
Sorry. couldn't hold myself back of just the absolute hilarity of that. That would be the juxtaposition of just like, I got this, and just massacres the fucking like. We
Absolute
needed that guy. What the hell was that?
hyper-violence.
It's like I'm bounty hunting, dead or alive. It's like we didn't have a bounty for that guy. That wasn't the guy. Oh yeah, dude, it's been a long night. It's been a long night. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Sorry, but that's my parody of what happened.
Okay.
I guess
We're up.
I-
What do you guys want to do?
I'll give a look to Theric and kind of get his. Because it's not Harridan, it's the guy from the stables. Just kind of
Yeah.
let him
Yeah.
kind of make the judgment call on whether or not to like reprimand this guy or like try to be like, innocent until proven guilty.
he did as an accessory to
He
this,
set up a bomb.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Set
That's
up a
true.
bomb detonation.
I'm gonna
He could've
take
just been
my
present.
heavy crossbow, and I'm just gonna kind of like rest it on his chest, facing down.
Yeah.
And that's 20 pounds.
Yeah.
We'll just interrogate him.
He tries to get up, and you just push him back down as he.
Hello again.
Hello, and then he recognized he doesn't really remember you, but
Yeah.
he starts looking at the other people, and he's like, "Oh, how the fuck? What? How?
So you made a mistake earlier.
I'd
He
say
made
so.
a couple, but
I'd say
yes.
so.
So let's backtrack. Let's start again. Where is Eli Harrington?
We don't have all day, son. I'm gonna try and make an intimidation check.
Yeah,
Can
go
I
ahead.
make?
Do
Okay,
it.
I'll let you do that.
You can see
Natural
he's
20.
Really, what was that?
Natural 20.
Not awesome. You can see he's really in a bind here, and you can tell he's trying to hold his tongue because you can tell this is basically life for life is happening right now. He knows he's going to die most likely, no matter how this situation turns out. So he is stunned, fight or flight. Though, what's the move to make when every move is death? But you're intimidating him, and you scared the shit out of him, and he's gonna hope just being honest and forthright will get him out of here in a second. He's in the sewers. He's in the sewers.
Motherfucker!
Does he look like a giant rat?
God damn it!
Where in the sewers?
He's in one of the collapsed areas where the attacks happened. That's where he's held.
On this side of the city?
Yes. Whatever you need.
Hey, bud, don't worry about it. We'll protect you.
Yeah.
All right, it's not that, it's okay. All right, can you? Are you able to draw us a map or anything?
Yeah.
While Nier's talking to him,
yeah,
Theric will pull Titus and Arai back and be like, "How do we feel about having him escort us through the sewers?"
He could
You
alert
have
them.
Cecil's just stroking his hair.
Well,
I could alert them
You guys
if
can
we
stop
get
that if you want,
close.
but
how so? He would have to cast some sort of spell.
He could just scream.
Could just yell and
Yeah.
and make us lose our element of surprise. My thought was he
No.
goes
He wouldn't make any noises, right? And he
And-
kind of like looks at him like he's our friend.
Reed, can I make an insight check to see if he's the type of person who would like try to get away or squeal, or if he'd just be so paralyzed with fear he'd be like this? Would that be something I could make?
Check. That's a
Could I do that?
insight check, but you're trying to discern his intentions of like what is this
less
guy?
intentions, more like
Is he a
what would he be like
squealer? Because he
Yeah.
looks like a squealer.
Yeah.
Or is he,
I know him.
Natural 20 for a 24.
Yeah. This guy's booking it any chance he can. He's never coming back to Clovis.
Yeah,
He's getting out of town the second he has a chance. He's leaving because he's going to die. Is what he. You guys can see the fear in him that he's dead. He's a dead man right now in his mind. Whether by you guys, if he gets out of this, he's getting the fuck out of here. Help you guys and leave town forever.
So, I mean, my suggestion was if he went to the guards and told them about an attack on his business with involving a bomb, we could corroborate that for him.
Ooh, witness protection.
We tell them we were hunting a bounty hunter. They went through that farm when we arrived there, that stable. When we arrived there, a bomb exploded and destroyed his wholesome business.
That is a good idea, but that is reliant on his continued cooperation as he looks back towards him.
I mean,
he's drawing the map and getting the directions. He's like, and
Reed,
he
I have a
turns and just
question.
vomits onto the floor.
Do we feel like we're like the 60 feet down, right?
Yeah.
Ash wants in the room, like Ash hasn't entered this room, has let them do their thing, but he wants to do a check of this like the room you enter into. He wants to see if there's a way to get into the sewers from here, because he's just like for his own self. Whereas he's like, I have to. I know there was something. Maybe I can figure it out from this end.
Yeah, I'm not gonna torture you. You find the secret entrance. That
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
way.
like the whole time they're doing that, he's just checking this room. He's like, I know, I have to be somewhere here.
It opens an area where there's like thick stone for a while. So there's a walkway that goes into here. So that's where there is a separation. It takes a little while to get to here, but this is like built on the inside. This is a safe house that was built. Who knows when, for what purposes.
I mean,
So you guys step back out like to discuss this, and there's now this hole in the wall, and Ash is stepping back in. He's just, I was right.
I mean, my suggestion was that he goes to the authorities. They'll most likely lock him up short term until they have an idea of the picture, but that'll put him into essentially protective custody until we come back around with the bounty and corroborate the story for him.
Yeah,
I mean, he can potentially he can buy for further protection.
Would it be protective custody? Because maybe there are people still, I guess, part of the old guard.
Well, if that's the problem we run into, then I think we are in far over our heads, and that's not our issue.
Would the location of the Bounty Hunters Guild, would they have any spots to just like hold on to people in custody, or no? That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Works.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? Fun fact, way back in the day, they did do that. Legal issues. So major legal issues that caused it to be never again.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Suit out the
I figured I'd ask.
Yep.
I mean, fair
but
concern.
we should not bring this guy with us though. When we go after Harridan.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you.
Owen's been staring daggers at this guy the whole time, not because he almost blew Owen up, but because he almost blew up the horses.
I love Owen.
Oh my god, he's still just the greatest person ever.
Oh no. I'm gonna ignore that. My grandfather's calling me.
Who?
My grandfather. That's the first time he's tried to call me in a long time. Anyway, moving on.
All right, so we take this guy to the guards, right?
I figured we would just go into the sewers and track him down, and he could go to the guards, and we're giving him,
yeah, that works too.
We're giving him an excuse to go to the guards and get protection.
Got it. Can I ask he hasn't given us his name, right? The dude we're just like tormenting.
No.
Titus will ask him which way did you come in through? The elevator or the sewer entrance into this room? Because there's the elevator, right? And then there's the entrance Ash just found.
Elevator.
Elevator? Okay, because if we take him back through the elevator, there's a good chance that somebody might recognize him. If we try to bring him to the guards through the tavern.
Well, let's just not bring him to the guards. He can make his choice on what he does with his life from here.
If we don't take him to the guards, he's not going to the guards.
Yes, and he could snitch on us.
I mean, that's his choice.
Yeah, we have the magic mouth. We have the parts of the arcane device, and if we have the bounty, we have the note. If we have the bounty,
we have a good smattering of evidence. Correct.
That's true. We could just tie him up and leave him here for a bit.
And it seems that, like, as he's drawing the map and stuff, he's not like trying with the insight checks. Like, he's not trying to deceive us. He's giving us full and honest answers.
Dude, this guy already tried to deceive you earlier today and was clearly uncomfortable and nervous about it. And then he thought he killed you, and then you show up in a safe house with a crossbow at his throat. This
magically enchanted crossbow
with this group. He's over it. He is very over it.
What?
Um,
One last question. What's your name, son?
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Have you a surname? Gabriel Doe. There we go.
Gabriel Doe.
Is he the stable owner or just like a stable hand?
I'd say stable. One of the workers there, one of the higher up workers. He's not just a nobody worker, but he's not the owner.
Right. Onwards to Harridan.
I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Before we go, Nier's gonna kind of look at Eli and be like,
There's no Eli.
Eli's here.
Gabriel. And he's gonna cast a spell and he's gonna be like, you should go turn yourself in to the guards. They'll be able to keep you safe. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Of what?
DC 15.
13. He fails.
So that's suggestion. So you suggest a course of activity, and he has to complete that task within the time. Like he's compelled to complete that task.
I think it's like 8 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, in the next 8 hours. So that's just that way he's going and turning himself in.
Yeah, you see, he's like horrified, and he's like gets up and he goes into the elevator, and you can see him like nodding at you, and tears are going down his eyes as he goes up the elevator.
That's kind of fucked.
Well, good news. We have another exit. I was right. It's right here.
Titus will give Ash a really hard pat on the back, like, good job, buddy. You did it. You helped.
Okay. You guys go back into the sewers?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Back into this.
Following the
Eric, we'll be keeping an eye out for traps.
There's now 13 invisible rat, but they're now rat tanks. So think about like the carriers from Gears of War 5. There's rat monsters.
I feel like there's a whole rat subplot that we're just ignoring.
What's going on
Frankly,
down here?
I'm okay just ignoring it.
I-
I'm just imagining the Dark Souls 1
I
rat.
will not be ignored. Nah,
I only had my lantern lit for the few minutes we had because I only have the one thing of oil in it at the moment.
Yeah, no,
so.
Reed, you know how you were like, because the festival just happened, there's a shit ton of other adventurers. One of them is dealing with this. One of
That's
them
actually
is.
funny.
Just
one of them has the rat problem.
we
We passed them, we're like, oh, what are you working
a
on?
party of like 3 other people, and they're just like super generically outfitted, and it's like, oh, hi.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You deal with the rats.
There's some guy has to have a green motif, some guy's a red motif, some guy has a blue motif. One of them has a sword, one of them has a staff, one of them has a shield.
Yep.
And it's
Oh my
like,
god,
okay.
is that Trant?
Are you looking? Get out. Get out. Get out.
Leave. Leave.
Lord of the Rat King, are you trying to find the great king of rats whose treasure is? No, shut the fuck up, please.
Yep.
Please.
Be quiet.
It's the hidden fourth Clovis, Rat Clovis.
This is so terrible. I want you all to know none of that is canon. None of this has happened besides just the one invisible splinter rat. But God, this is such a terribly awful plot that I am for. I don't know
This is
what I'm gonna do.
That's a D&D campaign that some 12-year-old is currently running.
God.
And there's this giant rats in the sewers.
I
It's the
just
Rat
have so
King.
many
And they got
ways.
like 1,000,000 teeth.
I've gone through like 6 different versions of it already, just sitting here with you guys, of just like, maybe you just gotta bring him things. And then he gives you things back. Like it's not something sinister. He's just this weird fucking eclectic collector that's like some weird game mechanic. And then I have him like the Rat King. And then the Rat King of Fourth Clovis. That's fucking hot. I like that. There's an entire another Clovis, like at the end of Baldur's Gate 3, whole murder thing under the city. Just like, this is just under the city? This is another city full of psychopaths.
How the hell does this thing exist? Don't worry about it. What?
But don't worry, at the dragon's next door. The what?
Dragon.
Fifth Clovis?
Does nobody do anything around here? We just live on the edge of oblivion. All right, yeah. So you guys go down in the sewers and you go to follow the map.
I believe
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
You got it! The map takes you all the way to a dead end where rubble has collapsed down. There is more afterwards. He has noted that there is stuff purposely blocking the wall that you would have to try to get past. There is no secret trick to it. It is just rubble. But you travel for about 35 minutes through the sewers, left and rights, twists and turns,
Got it.
dirty smell.
Stinks in here.
Sometimes you do have to go in the water, come out of the water, and then you end up getting to this dead end. You see more and more of the like areas in which the work is being done, and some of the pipes that burst, and where the zombies could have been around this area, but no zombie showings, no undead, no invisible giant rats.
All right, are you crying right now? No zombies?
Those zombies. So
no
how
zombies.
much rubble does there seem to be here, like width-wise, of like how much we're trying to pass?
Remember in Skyrim at the very beginning when the whole thing collapses down on
I
one
have
side?
a
That
scanner.
Yeah. Okay.
a lot. A lot. The big
I got
circle in front of you. Oh, it's the classic like game devs. You don't go down this way. I put all the stuff in front of it. Except we're not in a video game. You can absolutely go through it.
Okay.
All right.
Because I was just thinking about Misty stuff.
Are we just gonna start moving rocks?
Well, we have to
Do you have
do it
a
in a
better
way that's
idea?
somewhat quietly, because if we're too loud, it kind of alerts him to the fact that we're
Much
here.
further down the path, like, is it indicating he is compared to this? Like, if we walk 35 minutes, like, is he right on the other side, or is this just like an obstacle that's far away from him?
Nope. It's right opposite side. Probably like 5 feet of rubble right now. So it's pretty thick.
So this guy just goes in and out of this rubble constantly.
That's a good point. He's got to have some quicker way of getting through this. Today's pillar of D&D is exploration.
Yeah. All right. I will make an investigation check for any other, whether it be traps or hidden entrances.
I'll
check the area.
support you in that, so you get advantage.
All right.
If the DM allows it.
I determine, and he gets advantage.
Okay. Can he roll with advantage with that?
I'm a megalomaniac. No. Got it.
Okay.
It's fine. I get advantage.
Yes. The human race was mistaken.
Yeah, that's a 12, baby.
I should have rolled.
No, it's rubble.
I was waiting for somebody to investigate, but nobody was doing it. So like,
you pull things
say
apart.
investigate.
You begin checking things, especially with your height. You start climbing up the pile. It's a solid wall of rubble. It collapsed in down here. Clearly, some part of the sewer system then also is not working. So now there's probably outages and issues with some of the waste, or redirects are happening.
Can Nier cast detect magic and see if there's anything fancy going on?
Yep.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
No magic, nothing crazy. Eventually, that spell will be useful more, but not now.
Yeah, but not low level.
Once we get to the higher level stuff.
Yeah. Everything's a magic bomb.
I guess I'll check some of the rubble near the top. Is any of it like more loose?
Yeah, because that's kind of the hardest stuff is the rubble at the top. Yeah. So it just starts coming down easy.
Find the loosest stuff and just like gently shift it because maybe they're just pulling stuff from the top.
Sure.
I will assist Arai in that.
Sure. Takes you by probably like 10 minutes if you're doing gently.
Especially because can I speed this up because I have proficiency in mason's tools for like stonemasonry. So is there a way I could like break up rocks to make them
I think
easier to move?
Yeah, it depends on how quiet though you want to do it. Is the thing.
I mean, I'll try and be quiet because I don't want to alert.
You can plow through this then in like 5 minutes with masonry tools. You can just start. It's just rubble. Okay. As you guys create a little bit of an opening, enough for people to get through at the top, you peer through, and you can see that on the opposite side there is a bunch of like collapsed pipes down here. The sewer is stopped draining inside this area, and it's like the dead end of a sewer. There appears to be, I think, some bed rolls and stuff on the sides, but to get a clearer view, your view is obstructed by like all the pipes and stuff that has collapsed and other rubble in here.
I will army crawl through and like.
As you army crawl through and look up, You see pinned to the wall what appears to be a person with their head severed and stuck in their sternum. That matches Eli Harrington's description.
Oh fuck!
You can see on
Shit.
the wall, written in blood, is the words traitor.
Damn. He got like Predator assassinated.
Damn.
I kind of go up and I like poke it with my crossbow to make sure it's not an illusion.
It is not an illusion.
I thought you were poking it to make sure he's like actually dead. I'm like, yeah, he's
And then
dead.
the Dark Souls boss happens. Ah, na, na,
Oh
na.
god.
He's just, like, going,
The
whipping his
fog
head
door
around, some
closes,
fucking
it just like
wild-ass
rips
shit.
one arm, rips the other arm, drops down.
Yeah.
Guys
Amalgamation
disgust me.
of body
I hate
parts.
all of your Dark Souls and Bloodborne and
You'd love the lore. You'd love the music.
yeah.
So as the others are like crawling through, I'll be like, so good news, bad news. We found
Okay.
Eli.
Okay, is that the good news or the bad news?
He's dead, isn't
dead.
he? He's gotta be dead.
We could
Bad
still.
The bad news
Um,
is there, it's kind of gruesome. It's not just dead.
Okay.
No one
well, the
crawls
bad
through it
news
and
dead or
throws up
alive,
instantly.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
are we
a-
crawling through like the
Yeah,
sewer?
it does smell like
Like,
death in here, so that's also a good point.
are we
Dead alive.
crawling through like the actual like water?
No,
No,
over
no,
the
no.
rocks.
It's all rubble.
We
Oh,
cleared
okay.
The
Anymore.
rubble at the
Okay.
top.
So all you guys are coming over. You can see. I'll describe the scene now. Now that everyone's coming through. There's tons of pipes that have collapsed inside here. You can see his bed camp is it's still set up like he was using it at some point. And it is a horrific display of the individual that has been put on there. Clearly, a message.
Any way to determine like how long he's been dead? You know,
Make an investigation check.
I
I'm looking for more
would
details
like
on
to
it.
do this as well.
or is it
Yeah.
Do I get
or medicine? Would
because of my
medicine work?
You can do
background?
medicine. What do you want to do, or I?
Probably either medicine. I'll do a nature, I think.
For what?
If
What are you
that's-
trying to determine?
I'm also, or I guess it would probably be medicine as well. Trying to determine, like, what's the length of time, roughly approximated. How long have
Sure.
they been dead for?
Sure.
Neil
was the
just help.
bounty-
Alright then.
Was the bounty dead or alive, or just alive?
With a natural 20 for a
Yeah.
21, so definitely helping.
Was it dead or alive, Reed?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
All right,
I
then
mean,
we're
we can
fine.
still.
So that's a 14 for me.
Recently, but he's been here a while. Somewhere in the timeline before his sighting, and then at least 2 days ago he died. At least.
Theric is no stranger to taking in dead bounties. So I imagine he has some sort of like body bag thing he can do, and he starts like putting preservatives on the body so it doesn't decompose anymore.
Yeah.
You said he was headless. Is the head here?
Yes,
It's in his sternum.
stomach.
It's in his
Oh,
sternum.
it was in his sternum. Okay.
Yeah.
So he died after he was seen checking in or before? You think? Like just
Probably after.
After.
okay.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure there wasn't somebody who was like mimicking being him, like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm still alive, guys, don't worry.
As Theric is taking him down and
Mhm.
he's also gonna like rifle through his pockets and stuff and see if there's any clues about who killed him
Yeah, fuck,
or
everybody give me an
anything like that.
investigation check. I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation
Everybody.
check just to look around stuff.
See, Titus
the
will
body.
be investigating both for clues and for loot.
Owen's having a panic attack. He's never seen anything this messed up.
11.
Welcome to the big city.
26
Welcome
for
to
Ash.
trauma.
16 from Titus.
I'll just like go to Owen, just like turn him towards the
The rubble.
rocks that we
Yeah,
came
yeah.
through. Just stay this like this. Pat him on his back, and I rolled a 21.
Okay. So Ori is going to be the one that notices
I got a
carved into
26.
his forehead is the
Okay.
symbology of a thorn barbed snake.
Thorn barb snake.
Yes. Looking for loot, he's already been looted. And he's been humiliated. And clearly this is quite the awful, aggressive defacing of a body. This is clearly vindictive. This is personal. If you review their bounty, it might make more sense of what he was wanted for. That will clarify more of why this sort of thing might have happened to him.
He was a minister to the Mad King, so.
And again, on the wall in blood, probably his,
It's traitor.
it says traitor.
Does the snake symbol have any significance to Ash historically or religiously?
Give me a religion check! Yes!
Religion time.
Yes!
You said the symbol was carved on his head?
Yes.
I love this die. 25.
Just-
Doing glorious
25.
bastard shit.
You know it in an instant, and you feel a coldness in you. All of a sudden, the smell disappears in this room, and you know this as the symbology of the demon lord Vanellope. She is the demon lord of vengeance and revenge.
So, I guess this is a question also just for the world building. When you said like people could go petition a demon lord, how does it just like you show up and you're like, hey, I want to make a deal on you kill someone for me, I do something for you? Or is it like a demon lord by demon lord basis historically?
It is
Or
absolutely demon lord by demon lord. They all have
Okay.
their own quirks and interests and intrigues.
Okay.
There has been stories in which demon lords do it themselves. They have minions, they have armies, or they have they can have accidents happen without them moving a finger. There's many different myth and lore that's happened. They are very recent to the world, so to actually know truth from myth is very difficult. But it is not out of the realm of possibility that Demon Lord Vanellope was here and did this, or he didn't do this at all. And this is just one of her
A red
acts
herring.
that happened, or it could be many things on this. But very few people would use this mark and do it to make it look like it was Vanellope, because she does have connections to these type of marks, especially in like a murder sacrifice like this, a vengeance revenge one. This crosses territories between Murktred and Vanellope, so both of them have ways of knowing these things. Mythically, these demon lords have ways of knowing feelings about death, similar to how the Raven Queen knows about when someone dies, or Reapers know when someone's dying or has died.
okay.
Am I the only one hearing that like horn?
Yeah, I think Drew. Is it coming through yours?
Is someone playing like a trombone or euphonium in your house?
I think it's just
There's
some like
music.
sort of.
Am I insane?
Yeah.
Are
No,
you using
no,
the
I've been
music? You're
hearing
using
it.
the bard thing? Is that what?
It's coming
Yeah,
from.
that would be what that is.
Okay. Yeah,
Is
'cause
it
he
not
was trying
coming
to play
through very
music.
well?
Sometimes it comes through, and it feels like somebody's playing a video game, like right behind you.
Yeah.
All right, just turn.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
felt like
turned it off.
the Adams Family was playing an organ, like next door.
Mhm.
We got
I'm sorry.
some issues with music today, and Drew was trying to be a team player. He's just like,
No,
hey,
yeah. I
I just
I
realized
thought I
that
was
was
the
cool.
like no one was reacting. I'm like, am I crazy? Like, are there voices in my head?
Okay.
I
So
can hardly hear you guys.
more concerning news. It seems our friend here either was in spectacularly over his head, or someone else really hated him. Because
Oh,
there we go.
There we
That's
go.
cool.
Well, I'll try this, but it's gonna break. So you'll get a little music.
As a treat.
That little symbol on his forehead there is a demon lord territory. Did you say it was Penelope? I
Vanilla.
remember Penelope.
That's
Could you spell that for those of us at home writing scribbles?
Probably Penelope with a V.
it is on the God and the Goddess thing.
It
It's
is.
VANELLOPE.
All right,
Yeah,
as long
are
as
you on
someone
here?
has
There's
it
one
somewhere.
person on here. Is that you?
It's
Nice
me.
job. Dumbo
Yeah, just
Octopus,
making sure.
chill out. Jesus, Google. He could just be anonymous octopus.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that is
So,
that
yeah,
is
that's
neat.
that's the demon lord of vengeance. Quite. I mean, they're all pretty nasty, but that one's pretty nasty. You know.
Yeah.
Lord
I mean-
of vengeance.
Looking at the handwriting of the traitor, does it match the handwriting of the show them from the burnt message?
That's a really high check. Give me an insight check to try and discern
Guidance.
if their like painting of this man's insides is going to be similar to that note.
Does he dot his eyes with a heart?
Yeah.
Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
It's only an 8, but you know, it was worth a try.
Yeah.
It was an
They're both signed Mr. Bad Guy.
Yeah.
No,
It's a crazy
it's
bad
too
guy.
tough because it's almost like one using a paintbrush versus one using a pen. Like that's difficult to determine.
Mhm. Yeah, so that's, real unfortunate that either someone hated him enough to go make a deal with her, them. Is it a her, DM?
I'll do them. I'll do
Them?
for
Okay.
Penelope.
God.
Murder has no gender.
That's fair. That's you're so real for that. Yeah, so either
Murder at the
someone
dude.
made a either someone made a deal with them. I mean, they could have done it on their own volition. I have no way of proving that, but some way or another, that's tied to a demon lord. That's awful. Not great.
Extremely concerning, but it's going to be hard to find who did that because being part of the old regime, the entire city could have motivation against him.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be part of Rock's regime. Can I make a history check? Was there any sort of did Harridan sell out the old regime at any point before the Valkyrie kicked his ass? Or
Go ahead and make a history check.
I'm gonna make a history check.
Stupid.
+1 for an 11.
No, he was
No.
very loyal to the regime, which means
Okay.
especially brutal to the people.
Okay, so yeah, it's not going to be anybody from the old regime. It's going to be literally anybody else in Clovis, unfortunately. He was particularly brutal.
Well, that is mighty unfortunate. Our bounty only needs his body, not concerned with dealing with demon lords. So, not paid enough for that, not interested in doing that. Let's just get on.
I'm
out of
going
here.
to keep an eye on that, though, just to be safe.
Owen's still catching
Tag
his
him and
breath,
tag him.
but he feels like he has to ask. Did the stone rubble come before or after the body?
Before, assumedly, considering the guy could write it on the map, and that's where he was staying.
The rubble, did someone crawl through the rubble to get to him, or did they seal the body off?
Oh, that is an important
I
question.
guess look around to see is there any other entrance exit.
I got a fun feature for this. Stone cunning, baby. Whenever I make a history check related to the origin of stonework, I'm considered proficient in the history skill and add double my proficiency bonus to the check.
Okay, don't roll. I'll just tell you. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop bullying your DM, please.
Dwarves are crazy.
Yeah, they are. Luke loves them so much. Where were we? Okay.
Go to the bathroom.
Rubble. Yeah. No, this was clearly. You can see actually similar explosions that were down here to let the rubble happen. So there was similar to those devices that you literally experienced were used here to help level this place. But you also see the presence of very long, almost like claw marks through the stone as well. So it looks like there was multiples of people here, and one of which was some sort of creature was also here.
Theric is relating all this to the group.
The rat man.
No, not that claws. More
It's
like
Splinter himself.
Lady Demetress claws, think.
I'm gonna can I take a look, a gander at the claw markings?
Yeah.
If they have any relation to Fey, Fiend, or Undead, I would get advantage.
Blood Hunter.
Take advantage.
Okay.
Oh boy. The rabbit hole gets deeper. This is very fun.
So would you say this is investigation or survival?
Survive. Definitely survival. These are tracks.
That's an
So rad.
18.
18. These are absolutely the markings of a demon. I put fiends and demons together. This is clearly one of the higher up demons that would be out in this world. To be able to cut through stone like nothing in its claws. Also in the sense that it wasn't leaving tracks with its feet. It's not just a walking ballista of destruction. This thing has agency. It has an ability to use its abilities when it wants. This could be similar to what you could assume the claws of like a death salad would look like. The salads. But it's not a death salad. This is clearly some demon variant, demon fiend variant that was involved here. Which one specifically? Like that's something that you're not going to get through just these type of marks. It's just very long. So I guess you could probably have certain like, these demons typically make 6 foot long marks, where these are only 4 feet long, and then there's you. So I mean, there's probably someone who specializes in that could immediately identify.
God damn it, Drew.
I saw the same thing when I went to Google it. I saw the same thing.
What just happened? Oh boy, what am I going to see here? Yes!
The very first image. that pops up when you Google
Justification! Vindication! Yes!
So I will convey to the group. So it wasn't just people that hunted him down. There was some sort of fiendish entity that they brought with them. Something.
It seems
Let's-
coordinated.
Something
Yeah,
pretty-
it seems like this was a
Let's-
coordinated effort.
Let's
Yeah.
take this back to the bounty hall. Perhaps what's his name? I gotta pull up the notes real quick.
Dragonbane.
Perhaps Dragonbane has information on similar deaths that have been happening recently.
Better
This guy-
Dragonbane. Yep.
And all right.
Either that or
Is there anything else you guys would like to do here?
really deep. No.
I was thinking we could just hang out for a bit. I really enjoyed
We're
this.
not.
I
No,
just
no.
That's no. Get me home.
Anybody want to go undead hunting?
We're already here.
It's like it is like 3 in the morning.
Yes.
Like
I'm
let's
tired.
go to sleep.
I'm
and then
tired,
maybe-
I
then-
stink. I don't want to be here.
All right, let's leave.
All
I
right.
want my money.
The bounty hall wouldn't be open at this hour, right?
Oh, they're always open. 24/7.
Okay, then Theric will take it to the bounty hall first before he goes
What
back to his
fucking-
family home.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Because we're stinky.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have
yeah.
to,
No.
we have to get out of this room and see what else is in the sewer.
Thank you. What an
Okay.
assumption. We haven't even left the room yet.
Yeah.
In
No,
Cold.
we're done.
I
We take
got
the
ahead
long
of
rest.
myself.
All right, you
Okay.
guys leave with the body.
hmm
Who's the first out?
I will lead the way again.
Love it.
All right.
As soon as you
perfect.
come out, you notice there's a lot of fog. There's a lot of fog out
No!
here. There's a lot of fog.
I will ready myself.
Okay, as the group comes through, there is fog everywhere.
Oh God, not
Is this what I
you
think it is?
again.
Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
9 days.
Damn.
He's German.
Out of the fog, you see almost like a wolf-like face reach out and go to bite at you or I, and as it goes to bite into, the mist begins to dissipate.
I would like to
Um,
say, Reed, unfortunately, Ryan did beat you to the punch by 2 minutes.
For what?
If you check the group chat.
Yes,
Yeah, immediately.
I just did. Yes, I feel like we were hand in hand.
What was that about? Looking back towards Arai.
There's something happening after 9 days. Don't know what.
Did you
But
get
I-
twisted by your,
Zelda
by your
the
little
same way. I
friend?
thought Zelda was 7 days. Wait a minute. Dawn of the second.
Yeah,
day.
he changed it.
Yeah, I found an editor
Three
site.
days.
That's what I was,
before
that's
that.
exactly
3
what I was
days.
seeing for a second here. We're like, wait a minute, this is really good. Wait a minute, you changed his shit. Ah, that's a D20 inspiration to you, Owen.
Yeah, stuttering. Okay, I'm not gonna get it out. You know what? Never mind. Fuck it.
Okay. I mean,
I was stuttering. It's
we're
not
at
gonna
10,
happen.
It's fine. Okay.
No.
There's no rush.
No, I'm giving up.
I got some sort of warning. Not last night, but the night before, that it just said 10 days.
Ominous.
Yes.
You are in the clutches of something truly nefarious, are you not?
Fun fact, by the
no
way,
idea.
whatever that thing is, powerful enough to show up to other people too. That's
Yup.
awful. It followed me home. That's fucked.
That's weird.
That's
a
not
little
great. Yeah, it was not a pleasant
And it
experience.
doesn't like me. Last time
I
it
don't
said,
think it likes me. But
last
also
time
can't-
it saw me, it said specifically, "You disgust me." So.
Man, you just have
Damn.
something awful.
I don't know
You're
what
a
my
pure
family
detective.
did. I don't know what my family did to earn the ire of this entity, but it apparently seems like I have to deal with it.
Yes.
Ash, is there anything similar to this in your research that you've done?
Off the top of my head, no, because a lot of the problem is curses. There's usually a trade-off for if it can affect one, it can be really powerful but only affect one person, or it can affect a lot of people but be a little bit more weak. Unfortunately, you seem to have the really fucked scenario of very powerful and can affect multiple people. So, you've got something awful there. I have no idea how you pulled that one off. If I had to guess, it might have started off as a weaker curse, but if it's tied to your little bloodline there, that means it's just had years to not give a shit about that and grow and get its own powers.
As you hear the sewer water being wandered through, as turning the corner, you see a golem-sized undead zombie that just has like a giant amount of different zombies, so kind of like a cadaver collector, but just of a zombie flesh.
Oh my god, you gave me flashbacks.
And you see it looks down where you guys are and starts walking down towards your group.
I'm gonna shoot it in the face.
Okay, here we go.
Have we all gotten through yet, or is it just RI?
Everyone's through now.
Orion a 1v1.
Yup.
Going for it.
That's what its job is.
That's it's 22 to hit.
Hits. Full damage.
Ooh, I get bonus damage for undead.
Mm-hmm.
So that is gonna be. Oh wait, I gotta roll my damage dice as well. That's probably a good thing to do.
Yeah, that's typically how damage works.
12 piercing and 6 radiant.
Okay.
As I attack.
Okay. Arrow goes off, goes right into its eye and sticks into him, and you hear.
That reverb is crazy.
It is continuing just to move forward. As it approaches your group, it just sort of starts like pushing people away. And it has multiple appendages now that you see. It starts to look more like one of those from Elden Ring, that guy that has like 8 arms. As he's swishing his way over, he goes over towards Theric, and he's just like pushing Theric a bit and poking him in the stomach, and then you hear him going,
Give me that. Give me. I want it. Give me that.
No, this is property of the Bounty Hunters Guild.
I want it.
Tough.
I want it.
Tough.
You're not getting it. They're just gonna start walking away.
I'm gonna attack again.
attack.
I'm just gonna keep
Theric,
attacking.
as you're walking away, the arrows keep going in, he's ignoring it, and he's just following you now.
Can I hold an attack action if he tries to make an attack against us?
Sure.
Gotcha.
Is that quicker than him, or is it like he's catching up?
Oh, no, this guy, because he's got long strides, and it's a dwarf. So you have a dwarf with his little bag being dragged, and the thing just going through the water, as the water's going through, and one of his appendages with this giant finger that's nearly like as big as there keeps like poking him in the back. He's like, give me it, give me it. He doesn't take it for whatever reason. But he's like, I need that.
That's a
Just get by.
16 to hit.
That hits.
So that's 14 piercing and 2 radiant.
Okay. Let's do the 2 first.
Zombie trailing. That's all that's happening.
And I mean, I'm just gonna keep attacking until it's dead.
Already dead.
Yeah, Ash is just watching this and just letting Ri go to town. And she's like,
Alright, it's just rolling, taking another shot. You're not doing.
yeah.
This will go on.
Pressing fire!
It's going to take you 35 minutes. So this guy's going to follow you for 35 minutes.
Unless he dies.
I don't know if I have enough ammo for that amount of time.
How much? Yeah, how many arrows do you have? We can do
you don't hold too much. I've
I
got
know.
15 left.
He regenerates over time too. So
even if I do radiant damage,
you have
you're doing
210
damage
attacks.
to him. He's just a big chunky boy. He's got no AC. He's got a lot of health, and he's not aggressive. And you see he's collecting bodies right now. And your
Do
entire
you just have a
team is
normal
not helping
crossbow?
you.
Because you can
I
also have Nier's crossbow bolts.
This is hilarious with the idea that you're just gonna bully Nier, take his crossbow bolts when they run out.
I have a holy duty to kill this undead abomination.
What is the
Nier
average
has never
damage that
pulled
you
out.
do per attack?
10 piercing and probably 4 radiant would be the absolute average.
So we're gonna say 14. And you have how many arrows?
I have 15 left plus whatever Nier offers to me.
Whatever the
radiant be
base number
doubled?
you get is.
I think a singular bundle is 20.
There you go.
And that's what he has.
Yeah. Wouldn't the radiant damage be doubled against the guy because he's undead, or no?
Not this one.
Okay, I just didn't know if that's how it worked.
No, not this one.
Depends on the creature.
Yeah, sometimes, but not always. You said 35 you had left, or no?
It would be 35 total.
35 total. That's what it was. Okay.
I'd probably say if I get halfway through my bundle, I'd probably take a moment and be like,
Yeah,
Could you not just hit it over and over again with like a dagger or a sword?
I mean, I could if I had one, but also
It's 490 damage or so.
Yeah, I have the 490. I'm just trying to think about his regenerative skill. How that factors
Oh
in.
my
If he's regenerating a small amount per
I was
turn.
told to.
If it's per turn, just subtract it from the
Oh.
14.
Yeah, just do 490 minus whatever the number of
This
turns
is-
which is assumed.
This is peak D&D right
How
here.
much you regenerate.
Yeah. This is prime D&D.
And if it's a positive number.
Technically, if it's not attacking me, I could also try to recover as many bolts as I can from it.
Give me that back.
I'm saying that the other arms are like, stop it. Nope, don't do that. And I say he even like takes it out and cracks a couple, throws it in the water. Like, stop. Funny enough, as you guys are getting like right to the end, Ori's got like 2 arrows left, and you see him just like, oh, and crashed into the water, into
What
just a
the
pile.
fuck was that?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna start
Oh my
looking over at the
god.
body and like dissecting it to figure out what it is.
You're just gonna start pulling out crossbow bolts.
Yeah.
It is
Also
4
that.
in the morning.
It is absolutely 4 in the morning now. As you
Can we
like,
keep
you begin
walking?
dissecting it, and as you do, like a bunch of tinier like bugs start rushing out of it and going in all different directions from the back of like the pus that was building up on the back of that thing of the zombie monster. As you have like no issues and qualms, you're just cutting away, looking in through here. You can see there's like a I'd say a medallion at the center of it, and as you pull it out, there seems to be some sort of curse placed on this medallion that seemed to be affecting whatever the fuck was going on here. It has the symbology of. Let me go find. A skull on it. Wow. Crazy. You recognize the skull because you are in here. It's a symbology of Ataka, the splinter god of undead, eldritch, and the unholy.
With detect magic, is it emanating?
Yes,
The medallion emanating magic.
it is. And it's giving like undead curse properties. Anybody in contact with this, if they die, they will arise undead. Hey guys, you can like get around dying with no consequences. Who needs it?
Yes, you can get around dying.
There's no consequences whatsoever. Sure.
None.
So yeah, I'll fold it up in a different like piece of
Sure.
fabric and put that in a pocket of mine.
Sure.
And try
Right,
to
well,
recover.
if you
I
die,
can,
we have permission to kill you.
If I can, I want to recover as many bolts as I can from the body.
I'll give you 10. 10 back.
Okay.
And I'll say, all of a sudden you guys start hearing some
We're leaving.
in the distance.
We are leaving.
Going. As soon as the body goes still, it's like, wait, is that sound again?
Oh no. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm fascinating to watch you. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, is there any exits like?
Yeah, you
No,
guys were like
uh,
literally by the exit you came in when it finally went down. Like maybe
Okay.
20 feet from when you guys were leaving.
All right.
You dragged this shit all the way here.
All right, let's go to the bounty hall and say goodnight because I'm tired.
Well, technically it would be good morning because it is morning at this by the time we're going to get there. But you know,
My sleep schedule is going to be ruined from this.
You
Not the first time, no. Not the first time.
You'll be fine.
As you guys are tired and making your way towards the Bounty Hunters Guild, I'd say who has the highest passive perception of the group?
perception.
Mine is 14 passive perception.
I think mine's there too. Yeah, I have 14.
Mine's- Yeah, I'm
Okay.
lower.
So then everybody with 14 notices at one point a group, as you know, it's still dark out, the sun is slowly coming up, a group of hooded individuals that are in the middle of the waste district as we're transitioning back into the city. They seem to be stealing something at that moment, and one of them, as they look over towards you, in the night, they all immediately take the off the back of the cart, whatever supplies were in the back of this cart, and the wind blows one of the hoods off, and you can see the individual has dark purple skin, pointed ears, and purple, not purple eyes, but like white, and then like a purple eye color.
Iris.
Yeah.
Not Maloran. As then they all
They-
run off.
Eric is just going to memorize that and be like, it's for another day.
Throw another one at you. No. You guys get to the Bounty Hunter Guild. You have the body. You're able to get the gold. The reward was what I'd say, 300, 250?
250. And I did the math. That's 41 per person with 4 left over.
You guys are able to exchange it, return the body. Yeah. And then you guys can go back, return to home, and attempt for a long night's rest.
I'll give the 4 extra gold to Ash because Ash found the secret entranceway.
Damn.
Absolutely, I deserve it for that.
Hey, you could give me the 4 for actually having a license this time. You know?
You said it's how much again?
41.
Okay.
Gold pieces.
More gold to the book fund.
All
As
right.
everybody goes to sleep, Titus.
Oh,
Whoa.
Whoa.
hi.
Oh,
You find yourself awake, what appears to be like on the top of a cliff. And as you look over the edge for a second and turn around, you see the white-eyed stranger behind you, and he just pushes you off the side of the cliff and then catches your arm, and he's digging into your arm, and you feel this horrid pain as it looks directly into your eyes. And then he drops you, and you begin falling, then you slam right into a cage. as it locks in, and you begin to see all sorts of bugs and insects start climbing on you and
Ooh.
try to begin eating your skin, and then you wake up. Everyone else wakes up well rested. You get a full rest, but not well.
Hell
That's
yeah.
kind of fucked, you know?
Long rest.
Long rest.
All right, we're in a new day. When do we start? Late, right? 10.
We started at 11:30.
11:30. So yeah, we're at 2 hours 18. We can break, but do we got time limits? Who's got to go because we started so much later?
I can do whatever.
I was gonna say
I
I
can
don't
do
have
whatever.
anything going on until like 4 o'clock. So
Yeah,
So
I'm
go take your
good.
break, and then we'll go for another like 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making the story.
Making it. Yes.
We're back. Okay, so it is the
It's the
next
next
day.
day.
There are 9 days left. I'll make a note.
Until the event. We have a tracker in the Legend Keeper currently.
Excellent. It's a new morning. What would you guys like to do?
Ash gets up first because he has 4 hours of sleep compared to everyone else's 8.
Sure.
So
Or you just
he's gonna go to the office for a bit. He's gonna go to work, just check in, make sure see how things are going. We don't have
Sure.
to play that out, just narratively. It's what he's doing.
Okay.
Unless you want to play that, I'm more than
No,
happy
I'm
to.
thinking if
because
there's
we're
anything
keeping
fun I
things
can do,
moving.
but I just constantly keep dropping plot hooks on you guys, so I'm just gonna
I mean, it's whatever.
I'm gonna let go of a missing student. I'm gonna say they're not yet.
That's some other department's issue. Even
Yeah.
if they were missing, I'm here to teach. I'm
Yeah.
not here to track you people down.
Theric and Titus awake at Theric's family home in Clovis and make their way to Getty's homestead. I didn't have the map pulled up of the city.
No worries.
My bad.
I don't know if we ever established where Owen is staying, but wherever he is, he has permission to use the kitchen, and he bakes little treats for the gang. Well, not the gang. A few things.
We're not a gang.
Only certain members of the gang.
I don't
like
have
a Sunny and
He walks over,
Philadelphia
it's like,
episode right there.
Ash, Titus, Theric.
I can only bake based off my proficiency, and I can only make 2.
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna find out who Owen's favorites are. Cause
yeah, pretty quick.
Who healed you after you exploded? Who was it? It was me.
Yeah, Ash will probably get there a little bit like 9:30ish, closer to 10.
Sure.
After last time because we waited for 3 hours for Nier.
Well,
So
we got home at like 4 or 5, so like that's
right.
like
Never mind.
noon or 1 before.
He'll aim for noon. 12:30. That's what he'll aim for.
Yeah. So everybody saunters in around noon. Getting in there. I think Owen's staying at that place. I think we established Getty's place.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll keep you there for now.
Owen and Nier.
So if
And
there's
I.
25 hours in the day, where does that 25th hour go?
It's the dark hour.
What does that mean?
Shut up. We're not
Do
doing
do
that.
do.
We're not doing that.
Why would I go anywhere? What? What?
Because you know how the normal days you have 12 or 1 to 12 and then it loops again to 1 to 12. Where is that?
It just could be.
It's just 12 and a half.
Okay, it's 12 and a half.
13
Okay.
and a half, whatever it is. It's 12 and a half. Yeah, 12. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just
I'm just making sure I get it.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I would imagine they probably just run everything military time. It's
I
one.
mean, that was where I was going to go
0 to
too, is if we're
24.
just doing military
Yeah.
time for everywhere.
Yeah.
25 hours in a day, though.
Yep, 25 hours
Yeah.
a day.
All
4 days
right.
a week.
Yeah, you go up to 24:59, and then it becomes 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to see you all again.
Wait, to know, like, this is also a product of the size of the planet, right? We're all on the same page that this is not arbitrary. This is just because, days measured in sunlight and then just happens to be the size and distance away from the local star, 25 hours.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
where this is coming from, not just also like, it is for simplicity, but also science. So, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
moving on.
Just have it rotate slower. I mean, Venus's year takes less time than its day.
Yeah, yep. That was an
Mhm.
option, but
Yeah.
No.
Thank you all for your help with the Herodin bounty. Does anybody have? I mean, we obviously have the plane shift scroll. We can look into. We could help Arai with the undead in the sewers.
So, I'm gonna do
Already took one down.
I'm gonna do a very slight retcon read.
okay.
I have been keeping track of the pocket watch.
Yes. Yeah.
So how much time do I have on that? I was
8
just
hours. How about that?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I probably gave you 48 hours, right, on it? Oh, no, yeah, we should probably give it to you with 2 days ago. So I say you have 24 hours.
Okay. Yeah, so
I
I'm
think
just
that's
like, yeah, I'm good for today. I've just got something for tomorrow morning.
Okay. We could
I mean, we could go
No,
back
we-
into the sewers again. I've got some business down there.
that's certainly an option.
What was that rat thing?
No, I
I know, I saw a different
rats.
group go take care of
I
that.
don't. No more rats.
I do not want to deal with the rats. That is
I do find
Nope.
it kind of humorous that the giant lion man is averse to rats.
We all have our
Did,
phobias.
did you see that giant rat?
I mean, it was freaky, but I've seen weirder.
I mean, I have too, but I still can understand. It's just still fun.
And honestly, it seems very judgmental of you.
I've just pointed it out. It's humorous to me.
I'm happy
Rude.
you find humor in it.
I think racism is funny.
Okay, let's not go that far. Let's.
It's racist.
It's
weird.
I'm not angry about
Shut
it or
up.
anything. I'm just pointing out that it's ironically funny.
Okay. So yes, we could go. I guess look into your sewer problem. We
I mean,
could.
it's more of an
use-
undead problem, not really a sewer problem. But
Yes.
Well, they're in the sewer,
undead
so it's
problem.
okay.
I would prefer them not to be in a sewer, but we have that to do. We can go look into the dragon. I don't know. I mean, do you wanna go
I'm
do the
okay with we could gear up and then go to the sewers.
God damn,
I mean, we do-
man, you love
we-
the sewers.
We do have the sewer maps from Gabriel.
Precisely.
I guess.
Um,
I'm not averse to more coin. I always, teacher salary is fine, but I'm not going to say no to more.
Also, there are two like sweet rolls on the table in front of us from Owen.
I just will steal one.
Okay.
we could also could probably find a more comprehensive maps of the system.
Yeah, I figured the map was just like, okay, you're gonna go down this way, you're gonna take a left, then you're gonna take your next right. I figured
Yeah.
it's something like that rather than an actual detailed map.
Not like a
Where-
comprehensive entire
Where
system.
would have a comprehensive map, Reed? Who could we go maybe talk to about that?
Somebody in the waste district would have that. Probably in the records where you, near where you work, you would know the people to just be like, hey, can I just make a copy of some of the stuff? It won't be updated, so you'll get something that you'll have the founding records of that type of stuff. So it'll give you a general idea. But anything that'll be, but it'll be very detailed. But any additions that have been made between the submission to the archives and modern times, so probably give or take 50, 60 years, those changes could have happened. And they do happen from time to time.
Yeah.
So you can get it for free. Just take some time, take you an hour to go get it, come back, make a copy. Or you could try to petition some of the businesses down there to try and get a map that way.
Mhm.
If you eat the sweet roll, you get 2 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
I think
No.
you should probably eat one, Owen.
Uh,
You're
I was-
one of our frontline fighters.
I was
Really,
almost,
our only one.
thinking Ari might have it because he keeps cutting himself, right?
Just,
Yeah.
Day.
we'll have a talk about it.
Yeah, do you have
So,
scars?
I know,
Ryan?
internally.
Is that how that works or no?
What?
Is it magical where it doesn't scar you because of the way the magic works, or or do
I
you
would.
just
I,
look like
I've all.
a victim?
I mean, I always do it roughly the same place, which is
Yeah.
along the side of my arms.
Oh, great!
So-
We're not even doing a cross. We're cutting straight down. Lovely.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, we do. I mean, I'm pretty covered at all times, and so if I was not wearing my usual attire, yeah, you would see a lot of scarring on that arm. But
Okay.
Okay. So what is it you would need to do tomorrow morning with your final right thing you need to do with your position?
it's I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. Is kind of a specialized funeral rite.
I was about to say, it seems like a very private thing. I don't think we're invited to that.
Yeah, it's not really a. I'm not gonna like bring a posse to someone else's deathbed.
Yes, I'm just making sure we don't get in over our heads. Because I don't know if you remember, we agreed to go. Oh, let's go check out the waste district. And then we were there till 5 a.m. yesterday. So
Oh no, yes.
I'm just making sure.
I'll be there whenever I'll be there, regardless of what sleep I get. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well. So yeah, I guess if you want to go deal with more undead, sure, I'll tag along. But
As we once we decide that and we step outside,
Yeah.
Ear wants to pull Ferric off to the side.
Yep.
And go, this is gonna sound weird.
Okay.
But can you cast the radiant damage spell on me?
Potentially. I'm just looking at
I think
this real quick.
It's the cantrip of Sacred Flame.
Oh yeah. Yes. I'll cast Sacred Flame on him. That's a dex save of.
He's gonna forego the save, so roll damage.
what the fuck are we witnessing here, Drew?
4 points of radiant damage.
Okay. And then what you'll see is goes and like you see him kind of like tense up, take the damage, close his eyes, and then like open them and be like, okay, thank you. The only reason I asked is because, and then he will cast Sacred Flame, not at you, but like off to the side. But it's definitely a like bastardized version of it. Like it's not a divine energy coming off. It's more of a. It seems to act like Sacred Flame, but it's not. It's not giving the divinity to it.
Can you copy spells that are cast on you?
Yeah, I can. I don't know how to put this. It's.
Reads like, oh fuck.
Yeah, shit.
Hey, I'm just gonna lay back here for a while.
I can weave the magical energy together and do kind of a more of a mimicry. Every spell is kind of built out of it's like taking a string and making a knot out of it. Each knot is different, but everyone kind of functions. There's two ways you can do it. You can do it forwards, you can do it backwards. And so yeah, I'm able to see, interact with, and manipulate, the magical energies to try to do that.
That'll be a very useful ability in the future.
Yeah, it's been helpful so far. And I figured with us, looking at zombies, being able to do radiant damage is going to be better than others.
Did anybody want to do any shopping and get any supplies before we go down into the sewers?
I want to send a package.
Okay.
Owen's sending pipe bombs. It's over.
You guys don't have to follow me. If you guys do, you would see Owen preparing a package with the large automaton gear, probably 25 gold, and a little handwritten note to his family, and send it to the Hearthwood Inn in Kata.
Ooh.
The office takes it with no problem. The postage systems works all the same here in the big city as it does at home. There's almost a relief of familiar smells when you walk into here, of the smells of like packages and transport and such, and having the similar process gives a little ease that the city isn't all difference and change, which is nice. And it'll get there.
Yeah, just, hey family, here's some gold I'm forwarding to kind of help out. Look what I'm getting into some trouble, and I look at some of the things I've gathered, and I send the automaton gear. I don't explain it's from a death dungeon. I just say, look at this cool thing. XOXO Owen, essentially.
Above table, now that Drew has announced his mimicry thing, we need to have someone cast Power Word Kill on him. Bring him back.
I wasn't going to say it, man.
Now he can do it.
I'm going to guess he needs the spell slot to cast it.
Oh, no, that can't be true. You're lying. Stop it. We figured it out. Yeah. That should probably help you. Do you think Owen knows where the post office is here?
Probably not.
Probably not. I shall help you with that. Finding out.
The rest of us can just kind of chill and wait.
Yeah. So does your family run an inn back in wherever you're from?
Yeah. The Hearthwood Inn, it's kind of the only thing Kata is really known for. Kind of the main haunt, if you will.
Is it a small town or a...
It's getting bigger every day. But it's nowhere near as big as where we're at currently.
Yes, Clovis is like very large city. I can relate to that. I grew up in a small town. Yeah, it's north of here, I think. At this point, I don't know. Directions are fussy to me at this point.
Okay. Yeah, you have to point it to me on a map, because honestly, I'm only, this is my first time outside of Kata.
Well, I mean, that's a bit hard. It's really small. It's not really picked up on any maps. That's how small it was. But, you know, it was a nice little village.
Yeah, I totally killed Kata. What are you talking about? God damn it.
No, you didn't.
No, Kata's there.
Where?
It's on the other side of the path. It's in Neo Clovis.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ish.
You sure?
Yeah, it's on
That's
the other
where you're
side of
from?
the rainforest.
That's where you told. I asked where I was from. You said Kata, and then you made the map and put it near Neo Clovis.
I gotta go look at the. Well, again, wait a minute.
Hang on, this one might be retconned in the future.
Well,
Might be
no,
changing where you're
I
from.
think what's done is done, but
Yeah.
what
I'm
the
looking at the
hell-
map and I'm thinking I might need to switch some names around in my backstory.
What was it before?
We can make it
Oh
Valis if that
no,
would.
yeah, no. I said Kata. Where was Kata? No, yeah, it's always been that way then.
It's probably not going to be Valis.
That's what I
Not
thought it
there.
was. That's what I kept looking at. I'm like, I thought it was there.
I say that because that was Ares' hometown.
I
and
know
that
it
place-
was, and that's why I had stuff
Doesn't-
planned. That's
At least the original version does
Yep.
not exist anymore because
It is gone.
Ari came back, got everybody fucking out of there, and then it's just been abandoned.
Yeah, that's why it was one of those things that I thought the town got refounded afterwards, but that's my mistake.
It could have been.
Well, great.
I don't
We
know.
can change it from.
No,
We can change it.
No, that's fine. Kata's fine. It makes it all the best. Oh,
I think it's even funnier
yeah.
if he was supposed to go to Neo Clovis to see the king.
And it got turned around.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
but
really
he
just
went all the way to Clovis because
Went
he
to the wrong
misheard
one.
them.
Yeah. I'm putting in the group chat the difference there of yeah, a bit of a hike.
Yeah, we were making fun of him for that earlier.
Yeah,
Not making fun of him, we
and
were
now it makes a lot
commenting
more
about it.
sense.
Yeah.
Because you literally cross the the
rainforest, a few lakes, a mountain range.
yeah,
Yeah.
and death, just emptiness of awful death.
That's but yeah, it's yeah. I mean, how long have they owned your tavern or whatever?
Ah,
Your family?
generations.
Ooh, man, that's a lot riding on it.
Yeah. I've been told that the town kind of grew around the inn, but who knows?
Yeah. Well,
If you think this is a big city, you should see some of the ones across the maw. I mean,
Oh, God.
Neverwinter, Phandalin. Ooh, those are big.
Nature's hold. Nature's hold.
Nature's Hold.
What a place.
That's another one.
Never
Yes,
even
that's-
heard of some of those places.
Oh, let me tell you. If you think, yeah, he's right. They are right.
And
If
this
you
is a
think
new. This is a new city. This has
And
been.
if you think you've seen horrors beyond your comprehension, wait till you go to Waterdeep.
wait till you go there.
Waterdeep doesn't exist anymore.
Now, Waterdeep, Waterdeep was up there at one point. Now it's,
You mean the domain of the Delve? We don't really go there ever.
Yeah, no one
Delve,
goes
vacation
there.
to the Delve? Anyone?
You
know, it
don't
was
vacation to the Dell.
yeah.
I heard stories of a floating city on the other side of the world.
That's poppycock.
No, but it's an
Sorry.
interesting place. But yes, Waterdeep Nintendo was a very interesting city to be in.
Yeah.
Is there a water in Waterdeep, or is it?
Kind of deep.
Was there a lot of water in Waterdeep? I don't have the map of it.
Not
I don't
really.
remember. Not really.
It's the
Okay,
water that's
good.
in Waterdeep, at least deep.
I mean, it was on the water. It was.
Yeah, it was on the water.
It was
but,
attached to the sea.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So.
But that was also like, what, 200 years ago or something
100,
at this point?
100.
100 years
100.
ago.
It was 100.
This is a century ago. Like, it's.
Yeah.
Who even cares about that old relic?
When interviewed about the delve, the Raven Queen said,
Give me a
"Not my
perception check.
problem."
All right, give me a perception check.
She said, "Not interested. Other things to do first." That's on the low end of her to-do list.
All right, you could definitely catch there's like a vein in Ash's head. Twitches for a second. Fine.
That's not a priority in the grand scheme of things. That'll be its own little mess.
Yes, I'm sure it'll maybe be fixed eventually, but it was quite a large city back in its heyday before, dragon gods burst out from underneath and cause a whole bunch of problems. Who would have thought that a dragon god emerging from a vault underneath your city would cause a issue, if not one for centuries? But, just like the Dark Desert, sure, it'll be fine. No issues there.
I'm sorry.
Shut up, Sarah.
You're right, it's okay.
I'm sorry about the Dark Desert. Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, shut up.
Lore thing you triggered in my memory. What is it called? Give me a second. Oh, no.
Nope,
I
not that
can't
thing. We
remember
don't
the
get to know about
name.
that.
But it's something everybody should know, just about. Not Owen, because he's small town vibes, but definitely Theric.
Something to do with Skoberheim?
Yep. And Scober. After the return, that's also what sparked the quest of your Valkyrie coming over here as well. Prior to that, though, at the capital of Scober, God damn it, I had a cool name for it.
Are you talking about the great work that you were telling me about?
They're doing the great work, but it's not a reckoning, but it's just there is justice was passed on everybody in Scober. And basically
You did tell me about that.
Okay, yeah. And there is the great work continues now after that, but Scober itself, all the corruption or all the blindness the blind eye that they turned, was basically every person was put on trial in Scober, which is very much how justice would work. And it's not that sounds ridiculous. They couldn't get everybody. Yeah, the God of Justice gets everybody. He gets everybody. And so that was a grueling, agonizing 30 years of everybody's secrets and everything. Just think Discovery for 30 years on every person. And just that city. It was almost by the 30th year, everyone just I don't want to hear about that anymore. It was more they did bad stuff. They did these group of people genocide. It's yeah, some people genocided, but yeah, we're past this now. We can't blame their forefathers for stuff. It's some of them are still alive. A lot of them are elves. Actually, a lot of them are still alive, or were alive if they weren't put to death already. But yeah, so there was some. It wasn't it's not the Great Awakening. It's not the Reckoning.
Let me go through our DMs.
Did I send it to you that way?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Because I thought maybe then I was thinking about it recently, and I thought I had a really cutesy word for whatever, Corlin basically putting all these people on blast but they were corrupted. So there's also that, they're being misled by another creator god. So that's
a Great Awakening. The Great Awakening. Yeah,
that sounds right. Sure, we'll go with that. The Great
Here,
Awakening.
I'll ping you with it in our DMs.
Yeah, it's probably but thank you. Yes, I'll copy it.
But yes, yeah, that's seemed to be doing fine in big town Clovis. So that's good.
I mean, as good as being, kidnapped and almost sacrificed, and
Yes, but you're not dead. You're making money.
I mean,
That's really kind of what a lot of us could ask for.
there.
So,
Ash gets kidnapped a lot of it.
again, not a lot. It just does lose its luster after a while. But yes,
If it's happened
not a
more
lot.
than once, it's a lot.
No, I
More
wouldn't
than
say
the
that.
average, which is typically like 0.
And then Nabbit from Super Mario shows up and grabs Ash and runs away.
No.
Let's see. My
He knows
point
too much.
That's too much. But all right, so we're going to the
The sewers.
districts.
Wait,
Yep.
district.
Back to where we were.
Okay.
Back to the
You
hole.
guys travel
It's
all
just
the
gonna
way
be
to
the
Waste
sewers
District.
arc.
When you return to the Waste District, you can see there is my dog yelling. There is blockades put up, and there is an active investigation going on inside this district, as there's guards now posted nearly everywhere, and it seems like there's quite a hubbub happening in the Waste District right now.
I'll go up to one of the guards and say, "Excuse me, what's going on here? We had a job to do in the sewers."
Right now everything's being closed and investigated. Are you with the Justice Department? It's a deception check if you say yes.
I will say, I think Derek is going to say,
Yes.
no. He's not going to say that. He's going to say, no, but I can have Sergeant Hill from the guards vouch for me.
Okay, well, whenever you get that vouching, you can bring it back here, and you'd be able to come in. We're trying to locate a bunch of murders that happened recently. We've had some people disappear last night. We had more sightings of undead, and we believe some of them have been either taken to the sewers, eaten, or some people have just disappeared, and we're trying to locate and get to the bottom of it. So we're not really letting anybody in or out as we figure this out.
All right.
About
Let's go.
divine missions.
What's up?
No, we'll just go get our. He's like wheeling our highway. We'll go get our vouching. We'll be back in just a few
What's the strange man
minutes.
the mask have to say?
Nothing.
I've been tasked with eradicating all of the undead down there.
Yeah, if you don't want to deal with the undead, just send them right down there. Just let them do. Lock the door.
Right.
Let's go see Sergeant Hill.
Right.
Oh, stretch.
All the way
guys
over to the
go
Hall
see
of
Sergeant
Justice,
Hill.
which is
I'm
not
going to
that
have
far.
to
I
go check
think.
on my dog. She is still barking.
Got it.
Nope.
All right.
Yes. All right. I have to go check. It's probably someone near the front door or something. But I'll be
I'll be
right back.
plotting while you're gone.
While you're thinking, you're going to show up. You're going to see Cheaty again. Take a while. And you're going to find out that Sergeant Hill isn't currently at the office. Sergeant Hill is currently been called down to the upheaval. So think about that. I'll be right back.
Beneath the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys
So
enter
do
the
we want-
office, and Cheaty is not very helpful, and she's like, "Okay, I'll go get go get him." 30 minutes go by. Cheaty comes back and is like, "Why are you here?" And you guys are like, "We're waiting for her." She's like, "He's not here," and you're like, "Are you gonna tell me what the? Okay, where is he?" And they're like, "At the upheaval." Why wouldn't you know that? It's like, "That's why we're here." So that is the experience you get there. So you have the opportunity to go try and get Sergeant Hill to get you to sign off on something for the upheaval, or you could try and intimidate somebody at the Hall of Justice, or you could do something else. I don't know, up to you.
I think at this point we should just go deal with that dragon bounty. This seems like a lot of hoops we're jumping through.
Do you want to fight a dragon right now?
If you want to handle the dragon, you can
We are
handle the
not
dragon, buddy.
fighting a dragon? We're just trying to talk to it and see if we can get it to stop.
Then we'll go ahead and sit back, and you can walk in and talk to the dragon. Does that sound like a great idea? I think it's great.
Sure.
What are the
It gives
what
me
are
a
the
chance
chances-
to practice my draconics. What do you want out of this?
What are the
Very
chances
did
that's an
invite us to the
actual-
upheaval. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I don't
I
trust that
don't-
individual.
I don't want to go to the upheaval. I don't want to do that. No.
You do?
No, I do not.
I think you do.
I don't know if you
Remember when Ash said he wanted to go to the upheaval?
I'm not a fighter. I do not belong in that arena at all. Nowhere near those things.
Then honestly, we need to start working your way to the point where you do belong. You know, get you going. You know, just throw you in there, bare knuckle boxing. You know, you'll be fine.
No.
We'll think about it.
What are the chances that it's an actual dragon and not just like false claims?
Fairly high.
It's probably.
Probably, yeah.
Probably a baby dragon. That's probably it.
You get enough eyewitnesses. Most people know what a dragon looks like. I mean, there is the off chance that it could be like a wyvern, but like it's still pretty much a dragon.
Mhm.
So our options are dragon bounty, going to the upheaval, or
In the dark desert.
Nope.
I'm not even ready for
doing
that.
You could
Not
also
doing
just
that.
sneak around the guards
We could.
that are not letting
We
you
could.
into the sewer section. You can also take anything to do with the weird person in the cloak that you guys didn't follow up on. You could
We were
learn
too tired.
more about the white-eyed stranger. You could find more out about the weird drows that you ran into on the streets last night. You could find out more about, there's other sewers. You could try and sneak in a different way to the sewer system to find out more.
Yeah, I guess,
about
do we know, is the sewers all connected? Or is it like there's
Yeah.
different...
but there's
Why don't we
like,
just go in through the?
but the sections are like sectioned off, and clearly they're going to be under lockdown too, in case like that's the classic. Somebody escapes through the sewers. We're not stupid.
Okay.
Mamma mia. So there is checkpoints and stuff down there as well. There is the rat, unfortunately. There is the rat connection, the invisible rat thing
No.
you can look into.
No,
Wait,
let
we
another
gotta
group deal with it.
Let the
What
yeah.
else
Let's
do
say
we
let the
have? We have-
let the
We have
other
the
group.
upheaval. Is there something else more interesting you guys want? Are you feeling something else? Like,
No, we're just discussing our options.
Yeah, we're just discussing our options.
I mean, oh, you have the scroll. You have the scroll.
We do
You're
have that as
bored?
well.
Just take
We
the
do.
scroll.
Yeah, we have it.
It scares me.
That's a whole nother thing to look into. Come on.
We know we have our hooks, Reed. We're just discussing which one we
I
want
agree.
to take.
Okay, I'm just saying. Seems like none of them are gripping enough for you guys. Then you wonder why I put a counter.
No,
on.
they are like
They are.
gripping.
It's,
Too gripping.
Yeah. This
it's
is
I
prioritization.
need to make a
Alright.
choice.
Yeah.
Take choices.
Yes, okay, I think
It's
Orion was going to say
paralysis.
something before.
I
we started
wouldn't
anything.
actually. The more I think about it, going to the upheaval would allow us to investigate what's going on with Dane Varric and why he stole the orb.
He didn't steal it.
Yeah, he
took
didn't
to
steal
the-
it.
Well, he took it. He took it. Sorry, poor choice of words. Still,
That's called bureaucracy.
That is the
You
most
got someone
Freudian
else to come
slip I've
take it
ever
to
heard.
go somewhere else.
okay.
Not a big
I mean,
bureaucracy.
we could get
All the
information on the
bureaucracy
orb.
in this city has been an incredible amount of paperwork. He just walked in and took it.
Because he was told by someone higher up in the bureaucracy to come and take it to move it somewhere else.
You know, the upheaval sounds cool. We could just go. You know.
You know what? Whatever. Fine. You want to go see the upheval? Let's go see the
We're
upheval.
going to the upheaval.
I'm sure it
Yeah.
would
Gang
just be
goes to the
fantastic.
upheaval. Sunny Philadelphia. All right. You guys end up going toward the center of the city. Let me see if I marked.
I'm gonna make that pin at the.
You did not mark it on the map.
Yeah, I figured I didn't.
Is it just like in the dead middle?
Let me think.
While you do that, I'm gonna make an icon.
No, it wouldn't make sense, right? No, it wouldn't make sense because then why would Dane Varric come from that direction? No, so it's going to be by the spires.
Okay.
It's going to be by the spires. The mages would be the ones to like create this, the only way into the city, quote unquote, a direct access in which the military comes in and out of, which again, the spires are close to Stronghold as well. So this all tracks. You go there and you ask for, basically permission. You don't need anything except to be an adult. to go down and
That's
fight.
kind of fucked up, honestly.
I'm gonna give my life for my city. Let's go.
Like in a city with so much bureaucracy, it scares me that you don't need any sort of registration. You can just walk in and start killing Underdark creatures. Like that.
Or get yourself killed.
Welcome to the United States, baby. This is called the draft. Or not really.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah, so they're just looking for able-bodied individuals. You have to just basically.
God damn it, Ryan! You're too quick with
They
this.
don't even really care if you're a psychopath. They just care about, are you gonna kill other people?
Be quick with it.
He's killing it, man. He's killing it. That's easy sauce. He's got it on lock. Yeah, all right. So, yes. So you guys go down. These are very wide elevators, but these don't use mechanics, they use magic. And so they have mages that operate these, and your group seems dwarfed in just the size of like people and supplies they bring in. So you go down for a while, and you can see there is magical orbs and lights that are glowing on the walls inside here that illuminate it. And as you get to each level deeper, that light will change a different color. It indicates what level they're at. You guys go by a green level to a purple level to a blue-yellow level to a white. When you have the white fire, that means you are now at the upheaval. When it opens up, and it's one of those where like it's round and turns, like the rock wall itself moves. It's this intricate and a great display of a process. It opens up into this area kind of similar to Little Blackstone near the Delve, where there's an entirety of an outpost. There's even a tavern down here. There's resources in here. But there's a ton of transportation between the Armory District, or it's not the Armory District, Zimmer's Armors, which is in another one of the districts that I don't have in front of me at the moment.
That is in
Oh, did I not have a maps? We don't have
Zimmer's is in. It's up at the top. It's in the industrial district.
It's industrial.
So tons of stuff comes from the industrial district into this area all the time. There's nothing strange about all the people that come in and out, and the people that don't come back. You can do with that what you want. As I move on, there is a giant, probably maybe a mile or a little more down, the equivalent of those giant portcullis and gates. Think about like when Aragorn confronts the mouth of Sauron and how big the Black Gate is. It's the Black Gate.
Yeah.
That is what we have like built into the actual rock bed underneath the city. And this seems to be one of the choke points in which these engagements happen. You can see wounded individuals that are being tended to in like sparse medical tents, and a temple has been set up, but there's the classic of overfill? No, what overflow. And so some of the beds are outside as they have it open to get some air in. There's cheers and revelry coming at the taverns and the places that they stay. Merchants calling out, haggling for deals, and armorers trying to fix what they can or deciding whether or not they got to take it back to the surface. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. It's tough to come back and forth. It's not a simple trek. It takes, half a day to go from down here over to Zimmer's Armors to the industrial district. So that's why it's not this like, no worries, and I'll just go. It's why people have made and set up these shops. The ground itself is this like rock bed, but it has tinges of blacks and purples and obsidian all around. The air itself is lively in here, where it almost kind of feels like a fair or a carnival, with the way you can smell like fried foods and other goods being cooked here. It overwhelms what this area is. You assume that it's probably much different deeper into the upheaval. People are in good spirits. I mean, this is just a normal day to them, which is a little more to you guys. This is different. This is like there's literally a war under the city happening, and nobody above really cares. It's not. It's just normalized at this point.
It's status quo.
Yeah. And so here you guys are inside the upheaval.
All right. We need to search out where Sergeant Hill is and fight alongside him or whatever.
Sure. So as you begin looking through the areas, asking around for Sergeant Hill, you're like, pretty sure a group of them went with a couple of the Danes to go see a particular event that has occurred down here. Something of interest. It's hush hush. Nobody's talking about it, or everyone's talking about it, but nobody knows the details. So, you know, whenever they come back from beyond the gate, unless you want to chase after them, which isn't suggested, barely allowed. Because it's not like just go over the gate and you can just go butcher anything. Like there's kind of like gotta make sure it's a monster, right? We can't just cut down drow. Rules of engagement for drow. Like
quick question.
America and Afghanistan. Oh, oof.
The Danes, is that like a rank or is that?
Yeah.
Because I know there's like Dane Varric. Is that
Yes.
like a title?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. So the Danes are titles of some of the people that have the highest authority over the expeditions that go out. He also has another title of the legends. Was it Slayer Legend?
Evil Slayer.
Say it again. Upheaval Slayer.
Upheaval Slayer.
Thank you. Upheaval Slayer, which is coined for the greatest slayers inside the upheaval. There's maybe been 2 of them of all time have ever been mentioned. And the upheaval's been about the last 25 years, I'll say.
I thought his name was just Dane.
That's what I thought too. So
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
well, we can race around.
Is there a Dane cook?
God damn it!
Maybe.
so we
I'm gonna.
so we
sit on that
came.
one
Let
for
me
a
get this
day.
straight. We just came down here to sit around and twiddle our thumbs and hope he comes back.
I was hoping we
Unnecessary.
could join in back an expedition.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. That could give us some suction around here as well. We do good in
I
an
don't think
expedition. We
Suction
get
the right word? That doesn't sound right.
Traction.
Traction is definitely a better word than suction.
I'm used to it. I'm watching The Wire, and they use that. It's early 2000s.
You don't get an excuse here, man.
And that's your cover's blown. Theric
Yeah.
is a mind flayer.
yeah.
Okay.
I think I
well,
would beat. If I was a mind flayer, I think I'd beat you guys right now. 4th level, be a good fight. Probably action
I
economy.
played Baldur's Gate. I killed one at 1st level. No worries.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go peruse into the Underdark after this match.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, you guys.
Great idea.
You're trying to track down
God's above.
Captain Hill, was it? Sergeant Hill.
Yeah, Sergeant Hill.
Would it
and
take
Varric's
too much?
party?
Would it take too much time because RI is on a schedule?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
do
is
we
true.
really want to go just trekking into the Underdark when we have
No,
idea
that's why
where
I
they-
said it with heavy sarcasm, but I guess none of you picked up on
That
that.
was
Yeah, I
not
know.
what I was suggesting. I was suggesting we go on one of the expeditions while we in an effort to get into the good graces of these people, not just go
like a normal
chasing
half
after
day.
them. Yeah.
How long? Yes. Okay.
So you'll
Yeah,
you'll
I
spend-
wasn't saying we just go blindly chase after them.
Sure. So we're gonna go and roll some stuff. I don't have all the mechanics worked out, so we're gonna do this together. There are some that we will literally role play, and there's others where you guys can just go to the upheaval, and it's basically a way that you can grind stats, find new stuff, upgrade your characters. There's those aspects of it. So I'm gonna have everybody roll a D20.
Let's do the big D20.
We use the metal one.
We'll use
Good
the
roll.
big
gonna
chunky one.
use-
Right? Get, like,
I'm gonna use my Melora one.
how big
Oh,
is
that's
it?
fine.
man?
Metal Melora one.
Can I use one of inspiration? That you gave me a D20 inspiration. Can I use it to re-roll it?
Nah, I wouldn't do that for this one.
Okay.
We're doing
I got a
so
7.
we're gonna do a couple levels of stuff. The first one is gonna be just general, because this is wrong, but rewards is where I went to first. So general, what you guys basically the likelihood of what you are to recover from this. We're gonna call
Those notes looked intense.
A through D rank missions, all right, and maybe they go up to S plus, the classics.
Triple S.
So you guys get sent out on your first mission. It's D. It's basically go recover stuff from an area that was attacked, and because typically some things will linger afterwards, you're going to go recover supplies. You're going to get the supplies, but you're also going to run into some 1/4, 1/2 challenge rating Underdark creatures. Basically, spiders of Loath. You're going to run into some of those guys down here. They're not the superhuman spiders. They're just, they're like turtle sized. That's not nice. I don't like that one bit. But they're not going to pick you up with their pincers and she-lobby you to death. So that's the good news.
Nice.
So, number-wise, what did everyone roll?
Is it pure, or are there any modifiers like survival?
I'm saying pure. This is just luck-based on basically what you recover. 4, 5,
6.
6, 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 9.
9. And what's
I got a 7.
A 7.
If we have an 8, we have a straight.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Damn.
So
You unlock a secret reward for that.
you guys
You get a random statue.
okay,
John's the
so,
only one who rolled double digits. It's so funny.
Fucked up.
Kind of on brand though, Ash, you're able to, with your skills, be able to look through the Underdark, and you get this excitement in you to be able to find some little extra things more than what the group is able to find. You're able to recover some money that has been lost down here, so we'll call that 10 gold pieces. You're able to recover a couple swords that you can then trade later on that were lost by previous upheaval fighters. These are in good condition. They're nothing exceptional. They're a normal sword, but that's money to be traded in. That doesn't need to be reported back. Given your level, I'm saying you automatically are going to succeed this. This doesn't make any sense for me that this group would not be able to handle a bunch of nothing low spiders to recover some supplies for your first D rank mission here. You're more getting a feel for things. As we ramp up in missions, we'll role play stuff. We'll do stuff. If you choose to go down this path, I'll dive way more into it. You can
really
level
cool.
up your characters. I'll make a little bracket at some point of like basically, if you take on an A rank mission and you guys are only level 4 or 5, what are you?
Or
4.
You take on an A rank mission right now, that would level you guys up to like 6 or 7, right? Something like that. Or if you do like an S or an S plus, that's going to get you up to like 10. There's certain things it can jump you up, but you also realize high risk, high reward type of deal, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense to go slowly and try and build stuff to build with the game, or try and speed run and be like, if we just, okay, the Terras doesn't have any ranged attacks. So if we just get really far away, we can get so much XP. And then
Oh my god, we need a range attack!
So there's those options. There's no legendary items to be recovered on this one. You can get legendary items for higher ranked missions as you come back. This stuff, you just get general supplies. Everyone rolled like dog shit besides Ash. So you all are just going to have the general completion of a delve run. So for D rank delves, it's a gold piece. Everyone's going to get a single gold piece. It's automatic. Every day you basically can get a single gold piece if you spend 12 hours.
Infinite money farm.
Yeah, that's what's going to be a question is like, how long does it take to do one of these
12 hours.
things? So,
So that's the risk rewards. It's not
And,
enough time in the day. That's why
Rye only
for
has
anybody. There's so much. The Underdark is vast. The upheaval is exactly what it is. You can see the wear and tear of these battles over ages. These 2.5 decades of just battles that have happened extremely close, and they've clearly pushed things back. Yeah, so I think that's a good place to start with the upheaval content. As you guys return, you're getting your payouts right when you guys finish. Sergeant Hill and the Danes return with a cart full of all sorts of stuff with tarps buckled down, and you can actually see or hear something caged in there as well. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Ooh.
As, they return from whatever the heck they found in their upheaval, as you guys are waiting for Sergeant Hill and Dane.
Intrigue.
In that, when we were getting our stuff, could Ash just turn those swords back in?
Yeah.
that I got because I don't have a reason to keep
Yeah,
them.
you can trade them in
Um,
for a gold piece, each of those. So it's just additional
So
money.
how many swords was I
Two.
given though?
Just two, so
Two?
one gold
Okay,
piece
so
a piece. So it's only
two
two gold pieces. but
pieces.
they're
I love
helpful.
money.
Down
Love
here, you
money.
can also buy attack weapons or combat
Like
items.
Okay.
So things that will do
Mhm.
damage over time in combat or other buffs. I'm gonna get that list up hopefully in the next 2 weeks. If I don't, oh well, we'll keep playing. But hopefully, I'll send you a list of all the different combat items that you guys can purchase and their prices inside the delve, and you guys can stock up. Up to a point, though, there is a limit on every shop. They're not unlimited, so you can't just be like, "Ooh, this is clearly what Reed didn't think about. This is a game-breaking mechanic. I'm gonna buy 480 of these," and now we have them stocked. They
Yeah.
only have like 3 a piece of everything, so.
Mhm.
And none of you are artificers to reverse engineer it yet. So
Yeah.
okay. Is there anything else you guys want to
Alright.
do before we end today's session?
It's a good place.
I think that's pretty
Yeah, I
good.
think it's fine.
Okie doke.
Got some plot progression.
I would like to
Eli
fight
stuff.
the DM.
Okay.
Damn.